Oh, free!
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Classified Captures. Steve here, and today I've got a collection of clips ranging from tilapia with herpes to trucks appearing on skyscrapers that may just leave you shocked, yet craving more. Without wasting more time, let's jump right in. We've had strange and bizarre encounters on this channel, but believe me when I say that today's first clip probably makes the top 10. Take a look. Imagine stepping out of your room at midnight and seeing this. Bizarre, right? That's definitely not normal. Whatever that is doesn't look like any animal we know, and it certainly doesn't look like any paranormal creature that we've ever encountered either. So what exactly is it? Although it doesn't appear to have wings, how did it get up there? These questions and more have led to paranormal platforms where this clip has been shared to conclude that this has to be something otherworldly. As with all sightings like this, however, opinions are divided. Some believe this is legit and should be considered as such. Others think this is nothing more than CGI to mislead people. A small sect also think that CERN is responsible for the whole thing. They believe these creatures are coming out of the black holes CERN is allegedly secretly opening. All these sound interesting and a tad possible, but then again, they can't all be true at the same time. So what exactly are we dealing with here, and which of these explanations holds the key to the mystery? We can't say for sure, but we would like to hear your thoughts. Please share them in the comments section. Still on strange night encounters, take a look at this one.
Burada fark ettim. Dışarı çıktım. Baktım kayboldum. Burada kayboldum. Ondan sonra
The clip you were watching was captured at a secluded location by a security camera. A guard was on duty at night when he felt like there was something or someone in the area staring at him. Being the guard that he is, he stepped out to investigate, and what he saw was not anything he had been trained to handle. If you pay attention to the clip, you'll notice a being shows up at the right side of the frame. It's pale, white, and skinny. The guard notices it and draws night, probably trying to find an answer. He would soon, however, realize that there were no answers where he sought them, as the being just vanished into thin air after some seconds. This definitely isn't normal, and the guard knew it. Before the clip ends, we see him trying to make his way back to the station. Now, after watching something like this, we can't help but wonder what exactly we've seen. In the past, I typically considered anything that was pale, white, and skinny as either a skinwalker or a rake, but this is definitely not any of them. Rakes don't disappear, and skinwalkers don't dissipate into thin air. At least I'm yet to meet one that does. So what do you guys think? Is this really legit? If it is, what kind of creature do you think that man had encountered? Let us know in the comments section.
burada fark ettim. Dışarı çıktım. Baktım kayboldum. Burada kayboldum. Ondan sonra
outside a while ago, when I got my dog, throwing his stick, we heard about the coming across the street. I figured it was a bunch of locusts or bugs, I don't know, June bugs or something. They flew over our head probably 7-8 feet. One of them hit the pole, and you could hear it on the ground. I thought it was one of them katydid things. But you tell me, why in the hell would this shit right here be flying around? Somebody please explain to me.
Anyone who's been on this channel long enough knows we have shown clips of insects that were not insects at all. Instead, they were actually machines that have been modeled to look like insects. The man in this clip encountered one of such. He was at home when he heard a lot of buzzing. He thought they were probably locusts or something of that sort and paid no attention to them. He later realized that one of them had hit a pole and was making strange sounds. Being the investigator that he is, he went out to investigate and he discovered that there were no bugs at all. Instead, they were machines. He called them drones, and when he pressed a button beneath the bug, there was a beeping sound. Seeing what he had discovered, he was upset and worried and wondered why anyone would do such a thing. Call them conspiracy theorists, but there were a lot of people in the paranormal community who stated long before we started having any evidence that the government had eyes everywhere. Snowden may have exposed the way the government may be watching us through our laptops and screens, but the government has more ways to spy, including these bugs. Now, we haven't been able to fully prove that's the case, but with clips like these popping up everywhere, how can we remain skeptical?
What the hell that is? And I found out as I was picking it up, if you squeeze that on the end on each end, it's going to do it one time, then I guess it shuts it off. So somebody, for the love of God, please tell me what that is.
Hi, you are currently being recorded.
Imagine reviewing the footage of your doorbell cam and seeing this. What's the first thing that comes to mind? Well, hold that thought. What do you think most people will think we're dealing with? Well, if you said anything paranormal, you'd be right. The whole community went crazy with this clip, seeing it as the first of many pieces of evidence of the spiritual realm. Some also thought it had to be edited footage. While the debates raged on about what it could be, a small sect within the community did extensive forensic work on the clip and discovered that the clip was not edited. Instead, it could be cobwebs that had been captured in that mode due to the night vision. When you think about it, logically it makes sense. But what if the government planted those individuals to say so, that we would be oblivious to the world beyond? Sounds ridiculous? Yes, it probably does. But what if that's exactly what they want us to think? I'm not insinuating anything, but think about it. Yeah, it's called a crown flash. It's when low particles suspended in the air above a storm suddenly reorient along magnetic fields, shifting because of lightning. The way the sunlight gets reflected changes suddenly and looks pretty spooky. Beautiful, isn't it? But what exactly is it, and what does it mean? Well, some in the community believed it had something to do with the sun god. Others thought it was a blue beam project. A little research, however, proved that this was a crown flash. A crown flash typically occurs when ice particles suspended in the air above a storm suddenly reorient themselves along magnetic fields that shift due to lightning. It looks weird and different, but there is apparently nothing apocalyptic about it. Good news, I guess, unless of course you have a doomsday bunker you want to test out. Have you seen a crack in the sky before? No? Well, today's your lucky day. Enjoy.
You guys, what is that? It's like a crack in the firmament.
Unreal, isn't it? Never have I ever thought I'd see something like this. Sure, we've seen them in the movies, where something world-ending crawls out of the crack from another dimension, but this is real life. It shouldn't be possible. We did some digging around and couldn't find anything on the clip anywhere. This leaves us with more questions than answers. Was this clip edited or faked? To answer this, we dug around the internet looking for the one who originally posted it, but just like the wind, all traces of the person's footprint was gone. Could the person have deliberately gone off to enjoy time alone, or was the person made to disappear? Well, you tell me. A surveillance camera facing a train track captured something eerie in the dead of night. Take a look. As the train passed by, a strange figure with glowing eyes appeared behind the tracks in the distance, glitching in the dark. What could that be? It's very unlikely for a person to be just standing there staring at a passing train in such an eerie manner. Many in the paranormal believe it could be a Bigfoot or a Dogman, both mythical creatures known for their elusive nature and frightening appearances. However, one commenter suggested it might be a Mothman, a legendary creature often associated with ominous sightings and strange occurrences. The glowing eyes are a particularly unsettling detail. They suggest something otherworldly, not just a trick of the light or a reflection. Could this figure be one of the cryptids that folklore speak of, or is there a more mundane explanation? You tell me.
I'm looking at some of the business activity.
There are so many freaky things going on that it's hard to write them off as mistakes or coincidences. Take a look at this footage from a live news broadcast. The footage shows the birds disappearing mid-flight, which is unusual and difficult to explain through conventional means. How is that even possible? Some people claim it was just an edit cut, suggesting the news was pre-recorded. However, not everyone is convinced by this explanation. If it were a simple video edit, it would be an oddly timed and poorly executed one for a live broadcast. Many believe it was a glitch in the Matrix, a phenomenon that seems to be happening more frequently these days. I'd, however, love to hear from you. What's your take? While out in the woods, someone captured strange loud sounds echoing through the trees. They were deep, howl-like grunts resonating in a way that no known creature could be associated with. The eerie noise certainly adds an unsettling atmosphere to the forest. The paranormal community believes these vocalizations might belong to the elusive Bigfoot. The deep and powerful nature of the sounds aligns with descriptions of Bigfoot's purported vocal range. However, skeptics argue that the sounds could belong to more common animals, such as a hog or a wolf. Yet given the depth and resonance of the grunts, it suggests that whatever creature made these noises must be very large. What's your take? There is a popular theory suggesting that shape-shifting reptilians live among us, often exhibiting certain features that give them away. This woman has sparked suspicion of being reptilian due to her unusual facial proportions and striking eyes. Her eyes are exceptionally large with a greenish hue, which adds to the speculation. Although her pupils are not slit-like as seen in reptiles, her appearance doesn't fit typical human features either. So have we uncovered one of these reptilian beings, or is this woman simply someone with unique and extraordinary features? Take a look at this impressive fellow right here, a silverback gorilla. Just look at the big guy, majestic, kingly, and imposing. Kong has got nothing on this king. Silverbacks are the dominant male gorillas in their groups, known for their immense size and strength. Their striking silver hair on their backs is a mark of maturity, distinguishing them from younger males. These incredible animals can weigh up to 400 pounds and stand over 5.5 feet tall when upright. Their muscular build and powerful presence command respect within their social groups. Would it be fascinating to see such a powerful creature up close? Perhaps we ought to add it to our bucket lists. This intriguing footage, purportedly taken in Ohio, showcases a peculiar light orb in the night sky. The orb remained stationary for a while until a flash of lightning occurred, at which point the light orb moved swiftly across the sky and vanished as quickly as the lightning appeared. The sighting has sparked various theories. Some believe it could be a UFO, given its unusual behavior and sudden disappearance. Others speculate it might be a ball lightning phenomenon, a rare, unexplained atmospheric electrical occurrence. Skeptics might suggest it's an optical illusion or a result of camera artifacts interacting with the lightning. What do you think?
Do you need police, fire, or EMS? I'm not really sure, ma'am. I just watched the biggest critter.
A woman out at night in San Antonio, Texas, made a 911 call, and this was the audio. The video, however, shows a pair of red eyes staring right into the camera from inside the woods. Take a listen.
It's no real bad. I'm a homeless female. I live right in the middle of the woods. 151 to the north of Claver on 604 with a lighter. This big thing was 75 feet away from me, smells awful, devoured a whole deer carcass, and then took off and, like, screamed, screeched, and took off across the street. And I know you guys are gonna think I'm crazy, but I'm dead serious. It was something very big.
She said she had seen a huge creature in the woods that just tore into a whole deer and let out a loud screeching sound before running into the woods. She said the creature smelled very bad and was very big and hairy. When the footage made it online, some people said it was just a bear. However, the details she provided, such as the loud screeching sound and the strong smell, are less typical of bear encounters. Bears do make a variety of noises, but a screeching sound is no other thing.
Screamed, screeched, and took off across the street.
Perhaps that could be the reason why many in the paranormal community disagree it was a bear. They were convinced that what this woman had seen was not a bear, but a werewolf or a dogman. Both creatures are reputed to be bloodthirsty beings with glowing eyes, just like this footage here. What do you think, though? Did this woman see a bear or a cryptid?
Okay, yeah, like, the light at 151 is from Galera on 1604 or 1604 split, and you can get off on the access road to Galera, or you can take 151. Right, that light right there is, yeah, right in there. It is a very large, hairy animal.
We all know Terrence Howard, the actor who has been making waves on social media recently due to an interview where he made several controversial claims that challenge much of what we understand about science and technology. In 2022, Howard launched a competition to invent what he called the linchpin drone, resulting in a winning design that has captured significant attention. This drone is unique in its capabilities. It moves with incredible speed, rotates at the same velocity, and glides effortlessly in every direction, even performing flips while maintaining its remarkable speed. This innovation represents a significant leap forward in drone technology. While this sounds and looks interesting, some think it's all fake. What about you? What do you think? A man was recording a video of the sun on his phone when something extraordinary occurred.
I have no idea what that is. Or why it's doing that when I video it.
To his amazement, the sun began to blink in flashes of light. This phenomenon was unlike anything he'd ever witnessed before, and he found it increasingly unusual and perplexing. What could be causing the sun to exhibit such behavior? One possibility is that it isn't the sun at all. Instead, it could be a fault with the device used to record. Perhaps there was a glitch in the camera or some issue with the phone's software that's causing the blinking effect. For this to be true, however, the one who recorded and uploaded had to be lying. If we're going to look beyond this and consider this as happening to the sun itself, then there's something definitely wrong somewhere. I'm not trying to be that guy, but if the clip is true, why was he the only one who saw it? Millions experience eclipses at the same time. Why not this?
Look at it. Or why it's doing that when I video it. I didn't even check the settings. What the f...
A man was behind the camera filming something in the woods, which appeared to be approaching from a distance. Initially, he mistook it for a cow, but as it came in a clearer view, his reaction changed dramatically.
Is that a cow? What is that? Oh, freak!
Did you see that? It was a pale creature with humanoid limbs, but it was running on all fours at a very high speed. This is definitely not a cow. The footage reveals a creature resembling something out of a nightmare, a pale, slender figure with elongated limbs moving swiftly through the trees. Its gait was unsettling, reminiscent of a predatory animal stalking its prey. The man's decision to run for safety seemed entirely justified in the face of such a terrifying encounter. Some viewers liken the creature to a rake, a mythical being often described in folklore as a humanoid with animalistic features, known for lurking in rural areas and terrorizing unsuspecting individuals. I guess the man made the right call to hightail it out of there.
What is that? Oh, freak!
This footage was taken in the UK. Yes, someone actually captured this strange-looking thick orange smoke just chilling in the air. No, it's not fake. This actually happened in Cleveland. Once the clip went viral, the Cleveland Fire Brigade took to social media to inform the masses that there was an industrial accident that led to a gas leak from a factory. Fortunately, they also said that the fumes were being quickly spread out by air, so there was no cause for alarm. Is that really the case, though? Could a cloud that thick really be harmless? Perhaps I should keep quiet and let the experts here educate us. What do you make of this? While on a beach, someone noticed something strange on the horizon. There was a disc-shaped object hovering above some distant highlands. The camera remained fixed on the object for a while, and then out of nowhere the object rose into the air and zoomed off at remarkable speed. Many believe that UFOs are made of extraterrestrial high tech, allowing them to travel at speeds far beyond those of human-made crafts. So could we be looking at genuine UFO footage? Well, the skeptics didn't think so. They argued that this could simply be fake footage. Given the recent surge in UFO sightings, they believe someone might be producing edited videos to stir up excitement and conversation. Sounds logical, but is that really the case, or are people just becoming bold about sharing these encounters? Let us know your thoughts. If you love tilapia, well, I'm sorry you have to hear this.
Have y'all seen tilapia with the herpes all around his mouth? Cankersaurs growing out his ass? Did y'all see that? Google that. Hold on, let me look this up real quick. Tilapia with chlamydia and herpes. Well, watch this. Look at this. Herpes virus that affects fish. Hold on, is it possible? Let me show you the chlamydia though. It was a chlamydia outbreak and herpes virus outbreak in tilapia. Look at this. It says a viral insepticitis of tilapia larvae. Primary characterizations of a novel herpes-like virus.
I came across some rather disturbing information. Tilapia can get infected with herpes and chlamydia. Yes, you heard that right. The fish can develop sores and strange swellings on its mouth and rear ends. This is incredibly alarming and something I'd never imagined possible, but that's not all. In an episode from the show Dirty Jobs, it was revealed that carp and tilapia are often placed in polluted water, specifically to eat fecal matter, effectively acting as living filters to clean the water.
We have about 300,000 tilapia and carp in here, right, to get rid of a lot of the particulates.
Once these fish grow big enough, they're harvested and sold for consumption. The thought of these fish being exposed to such unsanitary conditions and then ending up on our plates is revolting. It makes me question the safety and hygiene practices involved in the production of the seafood we eat. Is this a sign for me to become vegan? Well, I don't know because I'm not looking at it, but what about you? Are you still going to eat tilapia after this? Disclaimer. Please don't get offended by my vegan joke. I love vegans and have vegan friends. Okay. A resident in Louisiana captured this mysterious object in the clouds. It looks like the peak of a mountain or pyramid, a triangular shape, but the rest of its body was hidden in the clouds. This cannot be a mountain or a pyramid because it was up in the clouds with no signs of it connected to the earth. It's certainly a captivating sight. The idea of a mountain or pyramid floating in the clouds is intriguing and naturally leads to a range of theories. Like many of these types of sightings, most people chalked it up to alien crafts. A commenter, however, said that this was an advanced reconnaissance interstellar supership, an advanced man-made craft out there in the sky. This theory appeals to those who believe in the existence of undisclosed military or scientific advancements. However, skeptics say that this is just fake CGI footage or a bluebeam projection. CGI has become so advanced that creating realistic-looking footage is very easy. But without me jumping to conclusions or imposing my thoughts, do tell me, what do you think? In In this next footage, someone shares a video of something strange going on with the sky. It looks like the sky is divided by a straight and visible vertical line. One side is clear blue, while the other has an orange hue. It's like seeing two different worlds on one canvas. It's very strange, yet beautiful. But what could this spectacle mean or even be? Are we looking at some sort of glitch? Could this be a weather phenomenon or something else at play? A look into another reality. Well, opinions have varied, with some believing that's really the case, while others think it's just two clips artistically combined. What do you think, though? When people go fishing, they often come across a variety of unexpected things. Some find ancient artifacts, strange sea creatures, and other fascinating discoveries.
What kind of snake this is? That be a little poisonous. It's poisonous?
One man had such an experience when he went out to sea and captured something unique among the fish in his net. It was a snake. Without much thought, he grabbed the snake by its head and threw it back into the sea. Unfamiliar with the type of snake, he shared the footage online, and the reactions were swift and intense. Viewers quickly identified the snake as a sea snake, one of the most venomous snakes in the world. The man had handled it as if it were just a harmless worm and casually tossed it into the ocean. He narrowly escaped a potential deadly encounter, as the snake could have bitten him. Fortunately, the sea snake was not aggressive at that moment, sparing him a dangerous fate. Next time when you're in the ocean, watch out for these guys. A man who studies radars extensively shared a curious finding from one of his readings: large signals emanating from Wyoming.
Everything looks pretty normal, right? There's no lines, no... Well, there's kind of something there in the middle, but... No? Oh, there's something there. More radar. And then we jump forward to April 25th. What the f is that? What the hell is that? It's like every major city. It's like a huge burst of radiation. That's not good. And so we go up to April 5th.
The source of these signals remains a topic of debate. Some suggest that these signals could be from the radiation emitted by the newly installed 5G towers in the area. The deployment of 5G technology has been a contentious issue, with many people believing that the radiation from these towers could be harmful to human health. On the other hand, there could be an alternative explanation for these radioactive signals. Wyoming is known for its vast remote areas, which could make it a suitable location for various secretive installations or military activities. The large signals might also be related to natural phenomenon or even experimental projects being conducted in the region. What do you think?
It's happening again, but this time it's just in the center of the country. Is this some type of weather manipulation, or is this like a wide gamma burst of something from the sun? And then we go to May 3rd, which was yesterday, and this one's pretty blatant. Like, the whole country is getting lit up. Like, watch this. Look at that. Look at that. What the fuck is that? And what's going on over here? It seems like the bulk of it is like coming from this area. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Something in Wyoming.
There's another part down the other end. Where the arch is another part. This is pond, and it has frog, tadpoles and water.
These kids were exploring their home with an adult behind the camera, filming their playground in various spots around the yard.
Tadpoles swimming all around there and on the rocks.
Where are we going?
They proudly showed off their trampoline and eventually reached a huge tree in the yard.
Oh, wow.
Big apples, very big apples.
Are they still on it? They all fallen.
Some down and some.
The man behind the camera moved closer to the tree to get a better look. At first, they saw what appeared to be a dragonfly resting on a branch, its wings loudly flapping. But then the insect flew off the branch, revealing itself to be something entirely different. To everyone's astonishment, it was a tiny humanoid creature with wings. Its appearance was grotesque, with a distinct head and human-like limbs. The kid and the adults were so startled by the creature that they all ran away, capturing the moment on camera. Could this creature be a fairy? The footage hasn't been debunked as fake, and the creature's description matches the traditional image of a fairy. The idea of a tiny humanoid creature with wings living in a tree is straight out of folklore, but seeing it captured on video was something else entirely. I recently came across this strange footage. Take a look. Someone had captured a large, strange-looking rock shaped like an elephant, with the rest of its parts appearing to be submerged in the ocean. When this footage was posted, it sparked a lot of discussion. Many people believe this elephant lived during the time of the Nephilim, the giants that roamed the earth before the Great Destruction supposedly wiped them out. Some even suggested that this elephant was turned to stone as part of the ancient cataclysm. Intrigued by this, I did some digging and discovered that Zunisha is indeed a mythical colossal elephant that carries an entire island on its back in the series. Further research revealed that this formation is known as the Elephant Rock in Iceland, a natural rock formation sculpted by erosion and volcanic activity to resemble an elephant. So what do you think? Could this elephant-shaped rock be a remnant of a Nephilim-era creature, a nod to the mythical Zunisha, or simply a natural formation sculpted by the mystical forces of nature? Share your thoughts. This craft is the U.S. Navy F-818 Super Hornet, a fighter jet renowned for its incredible speed and agility. As it approaches, the anticipation builds. The Super Hornet moves so fast that you might almost miss it if you blink. The roar of its engines grow louder, and suddenly it streaks across the sky, a blur of power and precision. Cameras click furiously as spectators try to capture the awe-inspiring moment. The jet's performance is a testament to advanced aviation technology and the skill of its pilots. Isn't it crazy that there's an actual human in there piloting? Some things simply defy explanation. Take, for example, this baffling footage someone captured, a car parked on the roof of a high-rise building. This isn't just any building, it's one of the tallest structures in the area, towering over most others with numerous floors. The burning question is, how did the car get up there? There's no visible ramp or driveway that could have allowed it to ascend to the roof. Could this be a glitch, or is there a more practical explanation? Share your thoughts. This footage was taken in Pakistan and shows a truly baffling sight. A greenish-blue material appeared to be floating in the sky, resembling ethereal threads drifting through the air. No one is quite sure what it is and where it came from. Some speculate that it might be threads from a factory that somehow got carried away by the wind. However, no one knows for sure if this explanation holds any truth. Others have suggested that it could be a weather phenomenon, perhaps a rare type of atmospheric event that we have yet to fully understand. There's even speculation that it might be an undiscovered creature or a manifestation of some unknown natural process. The eerie, otherworldly appearance of these floating threads has sparked a lot of curiosity and debate. You've seen it. What do you think? Someone captured this rare footage of an elk jumping mid-run, and the display of majesty and strength is truly mesmerizing. In the video, the elk is seen with its powerful legs fully outstretched and its body perfectly streamlined. It soars above the ground with an effortless grace, almost appearing to fly for a fleeting moment. The sheer power and elegance of its leap creates a captivating image, showcasing the raw beauty of nature. As the elk lands seamlessly, its movements remain fluid and unbroken, continuing its run with the same incredible agility and strength. In this video footage, someone can be seen cutting a tree branch, which causes it to bleed. The concept of bleeding trees is a fascinating aspect of folklore and mythology that can be found in various cultures around the world. For some cultures, these trees are sacred and believed to possess spiritual powers or serve as places for religious rituals. Many people view the bleeding as messages from gods or spirits, conveying warnings or guidance. In contrast, other stories link bleeding trees to tragedies or divine punishments. There are even legends that mention individuals cursed by the gods whose actions have an effect on nature, aka cause these trees to bleed as a consequence of their wrongdoing. There are some cultures who also believe that it's a sign of miraculous healing or fertility. According to some legends, contact with the bleeding sap of these trees can cure illnesses or grant fertility, among other things. While the idea of bleeding trees may seem mystical, in the modern age an explanation has been discovered. The bleeding tree shown in the video is a bloodwood tree, scientifically known as Pterocarpus angolensis. This type of tree is native to southern Africa and can be found in countries such as Angola, Namibia, and Botswana. The tree gets its name from the unique reddish sap which resembles blood. The bloodwood tree is prized for its strong, durable wood, which is used for making furniture, building, and traditional medicine. The bleeding that occurs is the natural fluid that the tree produces, and not actual blood. That's a relief, huh?
Show you something that I don't know how to explain at all. Either the government is building something insane, or this is aliens.
Why, what is it?
You know Google Earth, right?
Yeah.
Do you have Google Earth on your phone?
Probably not, but I'm probably just gonna Google them.
Okay, well, I will do it on my phone real quick.
Yeah, Google Earth on your phone?
Yes.
I came across this interesting video on the various paranormal platforms on the internet. It's about a set of mysterious coordinates that led to some peculiar findings on Google Earth. Curiosity got the best of me, and I decided to investigate further. Inputting them into Google Earth led me to a desolate, sandy location which had an unusual object in the middle of it. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but it appears to be guarded by military tanks. This piqued my interest even more, and I started to probe the internet trying to find out what it was. Some who had seen it stated that it was a black hole that goes deep into the ground. They also added that on the opposite side of the hole is the same shaped object on the sand. There were some who also stated it was a military base and nothing more. An example is this user here who stated it's a training camp that uses tanks as targets when they practice targets for airstrikes. This user, who apparently lived there for a while, supported the claim. There were some who thought it also looked too much like a spaceship to be anything otherwise. So now we have three hypotheses: portal, military base, and alien ship. Which do you think is more plausible? Beneath the veil of the night sky, a curious observer captures an enigmatic scene, an array of strange lights hidden behind the clouds. As the lights blink and change color, it looks like some sort of party out there beyond the sky.
Meu, já faz mais de minuto que tá assim, cara. Nunca vi nada. É para lá só.
Honestly, I like to think that somewhere out there in the cosmos, a celestial DJ is spinning tunes while extraterrestrial beings do the moonwalk on a space dance floor. But hey, I'm not ruling out the possibility of the universe throwing a grand finale party either. It's been around for quite a few aeons after all. But on a serious note, what could they mean? As fun as they look, they could be signs, maybe nature's way of telling us something. But what could that be? Now get ready for an eerie sight as we dive into footage from a Texas park dating back to 2015. But beware, what may initially resemble dropping servings of spaghetti will turn out to be a cluster of earthworms intricately woven together in a rather unsettling formation. This strange and repulsive display prompts immediate questions about the cause behind such peculiar behavior in earthworms. Worms are typically known for their underground activities, crucial for maintaining soil health. Witnessing them suddenly emerge en masse, especially in this bizarre entanglement, is not a common occurrence. Some who saw it believe that a storm caused the worms to come up from the ground, after which they were washed up to the road. Given that the center of the road had the least amount of water, they remained there till the water began to recede and drain. It's at this moment they may have formed the balls we see, which is actually something they're known to do to stay alive. These are all speculations, of course, but having seen it yourself, what do you think this is? A communal effort to stay alive? A display of unusual mating behavior? Or are the worms plotting something ominous? Share your thoughts in the comments section. Now, if the idea of a zombie apocalypse didn't spook you, maybe this would. Imagine walking through an underground parking lot alone and coming across this, a road divider dragging itself across the floor. Seeing it reminds me of the video games where ghosts hide in everyday furniture and items to avoid detection.
Mira, coche tu madre. Lo vine acá a otro lado ahora, pues, weón. No, hijo de la perra.
How's this possible? Well, we can't say. While some in the original post wanted to believe it was nothing more than a prank, a number of them believed that there was some kind of supernatural force at work here. Having seen the clip yourself, what do you think might be the explanation for the situation here?
Lo vine acá a otro lado ahora, pues, weón. No, hijo de la perra.
Birth defects are typically irreversible in most situations. Pregnant creatures, be they human or animal, could give birth to offspring that are very different from the accepted and known norms of their species. Take a look at this footage, for instance, that was taken in what looks like a hospital. On the bed, you can see a strange, hairless creature lying down. It looks humanoid, with the odd feature being its arms, which are very skinny, too skinny to be anything human. The strange-looking creature has a bald head and a flat chest with a huge belly. Now, as the video is zoomed in on its face, you can make out the mouth looks as though it's been bitten off. The rest of its face, however, remains intact. Now, there is no context to the footage, so there's not much we can say about it. No one who commented on the original post knew what it was either. Some stated it could be someone born through a birth defect. Others thought that was too convenient and that it was possible we could be dealing with some sort of alien creature. The truth, however, is that it could be any of these possibilities. You can never rule anything out when it comes to paranormal and strange things. I've read some of your experiences in the comments sections before and personally gone through some things to know that much is definitely true. Back in 2011 in Russia, a local farmer was woken up in the middle of the night by an intensive earthquake. As he woke up, he realized that the quake was not what he thought it was. It was an explosion. So the farmer set out to investigate, only to retrieve this: the burnt remains of a strange creature. The head looked almost human, but its lower jaw was much bigger than a human's. The creature, smaller than the average adult human, exhibited limbs resembling those of an animal rather than a human. This spectacle was found in a maize farm, so the burned body was attached to corn husks and some maize. Now the question is, what is this? The locals said it could be an ancient witch that lives in the woods and eats children, but some scientists suspect it to be something else. With how the permafrost in Russia is melting, they believe that this could be one of the extinct creatures that might have escaped. As for the cause of the explosion, it remains a mystery to this day. The concept of mermaids, or ningyo in Japanese, has a long and varied history in Japanese folklore and mystery. Unlike the Western portrayal of mermaids as beautiful human-fish hybrids, Japanese mermaids often have a more fantastical and mysterious appearance. In traditional Japanese folklore, there are stories of fishermen encountering mermaids at sea. These tales often describe mermaids as having a human-like upper body and a fish-like lower body. Some accounts depict them with a beautiful appearance, while others portray them as more monstrous. One notable artifact associated with Japanese mermaid lore is the Ibukijima mermaid mummy. In the late 19th century, a mummified creature purportedly to be a mermaid was displayed in Ibuki-jima, Japan. The creature had a monkey-like face and a fish-like lower body. Do you believe in the existence of ghosts? This is a question that has puzzled many for centuries. In those centuries, different individuals have come up with varying answers. Some believe that after we die, there might be a spirit version of ourselves that roams the earth when we have unfinished business. People share stories of seeing their loved ones after they've passed away, and some even report having encounters with other spirits. Recently, a surveillance camera captured something strange and inexplicable. In the footage, we see a man wearing a black jacket with pants walking down a deserted street. He seems to be holding something in his hands, and initially there's nothing out of the ordinary. However, as the footage progresses, it begins to get grainy and the man appears to be fading away. Within a matter of seconds, he vanishes into thin air. Could this be evidence of the existence of ghosts? While there's a possibility of this being edited footage, it's also worth considering the possibility that the man in the video could be a wandering soul unable to rest until his unfinished business is complete. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, there's no denying the fascination and intrigue that surrounds the concept of life after death. Perhaps someday we'll find concrete evidence of what happens to us after we die, but until then, we can only speculate and wonder. The forest is a place of natural beauty and is home to a wide variety of flora and fauna. However, in recent times, people have reported seeing unusual and mysterious creatures lurking in the woods. These sightings make you question the existence of paranormal entities and even extraterrestrial life in our forests. Take this footage, for instance. A person was walking home through the forest when they spotted something moving in the darkness up ahead. As the creature emerged into the light, the person was left in awe. The creature was pure white, crouched on the ground, and had jet black eyes that seemed to pierce the darkness. The creature moved slowly, almost deliberately, and stared directly into the camera, as if it knew it was being filmed. What kind of creature was it? The one filming wasn't sure, and neither am I. It's certainly not an animal that we're familiar with, but its appearance and behavior were eerily humanoid yet animalistic. Many who saw the clip refused to believe this was an actual creature. One even mentioned that it looked like a Halloween costume he got for his daughter. We combed the internet trying to find evidence of the creature but found nothing. This does little to add to the skepticism and mystery surrounding the post. What do you guys think? This has got to be one of the best bits of footage I've ever seen of a Bigfoot. The footage introduces us to a large being or creature moving through the woods. It stands at an impressive height of 7 to 8 feet tall. It makes you wonder what this creature could be. I mean, if you were to see it in real life, you'd be scared and wondering, which is exactly what happened to the one recording the footage. Once it made its way online, however, the paranormal community decided that the figure in the video had to be a Bigfoot, ruling out the possibility of it being a bear or ape. I mean, given its height and mass, it couldn't have been any of those creatures anyway. The allure of Bigfoot sightings has been a part of folklore and cryptozoology for decades, with enthusiasts and researchers eagerly seeking evidence of these mysterious beings. The quality of this particular footage adds to the intrigue as it provides a clear and detailed glimpse of the purported Bigfoot in its natural habitat. These creatures have taken over our woodlands, and we should not be surprised if soon we see them at our doorsteps. Here we have another footage of a dinosaur that was captured in the sky. The flying creature looks nothing like a bird. Just look at its webbed wings and long beak, and just the sheer size of it alone from that distance is enough proof that this is no ordinary bird. I'm not gonna lie, the thought of seeing creatures we see only in movies is very exciting, just like meeting your favorite actor or actress in real life. But this is not the kind of celebrity we would be pleased to take a photo with or shake hands with. And that leads us to the big question. Are we ready for this? The thought of encountering movie-worthy creatures in the flesh is exhilarating, but when those creatures are more interested in a meal than a fan club, things get a bit dicey.
Sewage treatment plant behind us takes in the waste of 500,000 people, and when it can't cope with it, it chucks it straight out here. And in the marine life just beneath our feet, we're actually finding they're full of drugs. They're full of contraceptive pill, antidepressants, anti-anxiety medication. Every single marine species that we've looked at so far is full of cocaine.
Recent findings from Langston, UK have revealed a concerning discovery. Experts conducting a series of tests on the fish found that they were all contaminated with cocaine. It's worrisome that all the marine life in the area, including the fish, have been affected by this issue. The root of the problem lies in the sewer that disposes of waste into the water bodies. Somehow, drugs are being transported in large quantities through the sewer, which is then concentrated in the water. The excessive presence of drugs in the water has led to the contamination of the entire marine ecosystem. This poses a serious threat to human health as well. One cannot help but wonder about the consequences of consuming the contaminated fish. The possibility of harmful effects on human health is high, and something that must be taken seriously. I tried to find this interview on mainstream news outlets and discovered other news articles which had similar information in the UK alone. This issue highlights the need for better waste management. As serious as the situation is, it was funny to find some jokes from some who watched the video. It's funny, but maybe they have a point, wouldn't you agree?
You're sampling these marine species and you're finding that what's in the sewage water ends up in those species.
Yeah, exactly. The drugs affect this wildlife in the same way that they do us.
The sight that the truck driver captured on camera in Richmond, Virginia is truly breathtaking. The tunnel of clouds in the sky appears to be set ablaze by an intense orange glow, creating a mesmerizing spectacle that's not commonly seen. The truck driver was so captivated by the sight that he stopped his vehicle and got out to film it. Once this hit the internet, many theories came up, with some believing it was the sign of a bad omen. There were some like this user who even thought that it had to be weaponized clouds. I mean, if it were your first time seeing something like this, there's a high probability that you might think the same. There were some also who thought it was a beautiful sight. I can see why these individuals think that. I did some research and realized that this is likely a type of cloud often referred to as a roll cloud. For those unfamiliar with them, roll clouds are formed when a cold air mass meets a warm front and creates a horizontal cylinder of air. As the cylinder of air moves forward, it creates a rolling effect, hence the name roll cloud. These clouds are typically found in coastal areas and are often associated with thunderstorms, although they're not themselves storm clouds. In this case, it's possible that the roll cloud was illuminated by the setting sun, creating the orange glow seen in the footage. The combination of the rolling effect and the fiery coloration makes for a truly stunning natural display that is sure to leave any viewer in awe. I returned to the comments section of the post and found comments like these affirming the hypothesis. Interesting, don't you think? Here we have another footage of dinosaurs that was taken on a farmland. In the footage, we can see a little girl running around with what looks like tiny dinosaurs. The footage, when inspected, has no signs of editing or CGI, meaning that it's legit. I don't know how to feel about the dinosaurs living among us. We all know what happened in Jurassic World. Though it was a movie, how things played out will not be any different if dinosaurs are indeed amongst us. Do we even have the technology to protect ourselves from them? So here we are, caught between awe and a healthy dose of caution. What's your take on this mini dino spectacle? Are we witnessing the dawn of a dino era, or is this just a quirky moment in the annals of farmland adventures? what do we have here? Someone videoed this strange moment during a rainstorm. The rain was pouring heavily on one side of the road, while the side the person was recording was untouched. But when you look at the skies, both have rainy clouds on them. So what do you think is happening here? It's like Mother Nature's playing a game of rain dodgeball, and this person just happened to catch the action in full swing. One side drenched, the other side not a drop in sight. It's a meteorological mystery. That brings us to our next mystery. This was captured by a group of individuals who were exploring the woods and taking photos. It was through this adventure that they noticed something strange under a tree ahead of them. Curiosity got the better of them, and they cautiously approached the area. When they got closer, this is what they saw staring at them from the cover of the foliage. The creature was about 7 feet tall, with broad shoulders covered in fur, except for its shoulders and face, which were visible. His first thought was that it might be a bear, but when you look closely, you realize that this was not a bear, but rather a humanoid with a longer snout and pointed ears on its head. Fascinated and terrified, they took a picture as fast as they could and ran out of the area. Once they were home, they took the best-looking picture, which is what you see, and uploaded it. Everyone who saw it was convinced that it might be an actual dogman or potentially a werewolf. Looking at the image, I get why they might think that. The beast certainly has features that are befitting the description of the dogman, but due to the blurry nature of the footage, we can't fully confirm. Some say the blurred image is proof that it's fake, but could also be proof that this is real since, according to their story, they had to quickly take the picture and run out. If that alibi is to be believed, then it could have resulted in a blurry image like you see. But then again, this is the internet, so anything is possible. Over the years, science and tech have improved and provided us with various inventions to make life easier for us. Take a look at a recent invention called Xenobots, which have been hailed as a significant breakthrough in the field of robotics and bioengineering. These are living robots, and they're the first of their kind in the world. They are made entirely from frog cells. They were developed using a combination of living cells and artificial intelligence algorithms by researchers at the University of Vermont and Tufts University in 2020. They're designed to perform specific tasks, such as transporting medicine within the body or cleaning up environmental pollution. Their creation opens up new possibilities in a variety of fields. It's fascinating to see the potential of these living robots and how they could make a positive impact on the world. There are some who are, however, concerned about their existence. I understand where these individuals may be coming from, but there's also so much good that can come from an invention like this, don't you think? Security footage captured this bizarre situation on camera. As you can see, it's daytime and a person coming down the stairs stumbles. He didn't just stumble because he missed his step. No, a person popped out of the ground from nowhere. The scene presents itself as a peculiar moment that challenges our understanding of reality. Could it be a cleverly staged prank, with someone strategically hidden below the surface, ready to make an unexpected entrance? Or perhaps we're witnessing a momentary glitch in the Matrix? What do you think? Let us know in the comments section. As we continue to unravel the mysteries of the unknown, the next perplexing footage presents us with a colossal creature washed up on the shores of a Philippine beach. Given its size, everyone who saw it thought it was a whale. That's at least until they took a closer look at the creature and realized it had no discernible aquatic features, no fins, gills, or anything that might suggest it was a fish. Some speculated that it might be a giant squid, but that's not what a squid looks like. As everyone tried to find the origins of the creature, there were also some who wondered how it died. Given its size, they wondered if there was a much larger creature responsible for its death, and like its origin, no one had answers, not even us. I'll have to leave this one on a cliffhanger until we find answers, and I'll report back to you once we have the answers, if we ever do. The vast expanse of the ocean is home to a plethora of fascinating and often mysterious creatures, and it seems that every day we'll learn something new about this underwater world. Recently, a fascinating video clip has emerged which has captured the attention of marine biologists and ocean enthusiasts alike. The footage shows an octopus-like creature swimming through the ocean depths. The creature appears to be white and seems to move gracefully through the water. Once this hit the paranormal platforms, a number of individuals quickly thought it was alien or a previously unknown species. Some even thought the footage was edited. A little digging around, however, and we discovered that this is an actual real-life octopus. It's what's known as a blanket octopus, and they do exist. The blanket octopus belongs to the genus Tremoctopus, and there are 4 recognized species within this genus. Females of the species can grow up to 6 feet, 2 meters in length, while males are significantly smaller, typically around 1 inch, 2.5 centimeters long. Females have a striking appearance with long, flowing web-like membranes stretching between their arms, giving them the appearance of a blanket. Males, on the other hand, lack this elaborate membrane. Despite their intriguing characteristics, blanket octopuses remain relatively understudied due to the challenges of studying deep-sea organisms. This might explain why they're not so well known as compared to other octopi. There were, however, some like this user who actually knew what it was. There were also some who knew what they were but refused to believe that they were from the planet. Yes, they believed these were aliens. Despite the scarcity of knowledge on the creatures, there's ongoing research that aims to uncover more about their biology, behavior, and ecological role in marine ecosystems. Interesting, don't you think? Our next footage takes us all the way to Mexico, where some residents captured something rather odd and peculiar in their streets. The footage introduces us to a nighttime in the neighborhood. All things being equal, the streets should be quiet and empty. In the beginning, it appears that way. But take a closer look and you'll realize that there are 2 tiny creatures on the side of the road. One crosses to the opposite side and the other follows. At first I thought they were little children, but I feel they're too small for that to be the case. Also, those filming won't have been enthused about little children. They're actually very convinced that they have captured a duende. For those unfamiliar with the term, duendes are mythical creatures described as small, gnome-like beings with human features like pointy ears and wrinkled faces. They live in forests, mountains, and even homes. While they're mischievous, they're usually harmless, playing pranks on humans and hiding objects. While it would be nice to confidently state these are duendes, there's not a lot to go on over here. You guys see the clips too, so what do you think? Have you ever seen a ball of fire gracefully hovering among the leaves of a towering tree? If you answered no, today's your lucky day. People in the area are fascinated by this unusual sight, calling it a light entity. It shows up unexpectedly and stays a safe distance away. Locals of the area also state that while unexpected and strange, this light entity is a frequent visitor of the vicinity. This spectacle has given rise to speculations and discussions among the locals, prompting them to delve into the possible explanations behind its manifestation. Some state it's not a supernatural entity and that there has to be a logical explanation, while the majority entertain the idea of it being a guardian spirit. Some even say it might be a deity of the town coming for regular visits. What do you think? The mystery deepens on the shores of Japan as a large orange metal object mysteriously appears on the beach, leaving eyewitnesses and officials perplexed. The sheer size and weight of the object spark bewilderment, as no one can fathom how it was transported there overnight. With no clear explanation for its presence, various theories have emerged, including the possibility that it might be of extraterrestrial origin. The lack of clues makes it difficult to find the origin or purpose of the object. Either way, what's your take on this colossal orange presence on the beach? A worldly artifact, a cosmic mystery, or maybe a touch of both? This next clip makes me believe that the zombie apocalypse might not just be a thing of fiction, but an actual possibility. I recently came across this footage of a man driving on a road when he encountered a ram walking recklessly on the street. Curious about the ram's condition, he slowed down to check on it, and that's when he noticed something strange. When you look closely, you'll notice that the ram's skull has been crushed, which means it was most likely gravely injured and should be either dead or at the point of death. This discovery naturally left many people confused, and theories started to emerge until the man mentioned he saw something that looked like fungus inside the ram's hollow head. Once this was mentioned, many thought it was Ophiocordyceps, which is known to attack ants. For those unfamiliar with them, when ants come into contact with Ophiocordyceps spores, the fungus enters the body and begins to grow. Gradually, the fungus takes control of the ant's movements, causing it to climb to a high spot and attach itself to a surface. Even after the ant dies, the fungus continues to grow and eventually forms a stalk-like structure on the ant's body. This structure releases more spores into the air, which can infect other ants nearby, continuing the fungus's life cycle. They are, however, known to affect ants in most cases. There have been cases where it has been found infecting other organisms such as spiders and caterpillars. These cases are, however, very rare. The idea that it could potentially infect larger animals like rams is theoretically possible, although such cases would likely be even more rare than the cases involving spiders and caterpillars. If we have learned anything about nature, rare doesn't mean impossible. We could basically be looking at one of these extreme cases where this happens. If the clip is to be believed, however, then it begs the question, are humans even safe from this fungus? Think about it. When the dentist tells you to take care of your oral hygiene, it's not just formality. Sometimes it's to prevent things like this. Yes, this is allegedly someone's gums. It looks like gums are coming apart from the teeth. This is called tooth gum inflammation. Teeth gum inflammation, known as gingivitis or periodontitis, can make your gums look swollen and red like they're coming off. It often comes with other problems like bleeding gums, bad breath, and gums moving away from your teeth. Gingivitis usually happens because of not taking good care of your teeth, which lets plaque and bacteria build up along your gum line. If you don't treat gingivitis, it can turn into periodontitis, which is worse and can harm your gums, teeth, and bones. It's important to see a dentist if you noticed your gums are swollen to stop any more problems and keep your mouth healthy. Imagine going for a walk at night when you come across this creature. A wolf-like creature walking on 2 feet. This is what is known as the Dogman. The stories surrounding the Dogman are like whispers in the night, tales of encounters that send shivers down the spine. Some say it's a guardian of the woods, while others paint it as a creature of the unknown, a spectral presence that chooses the night for its walks. This image leaves a lot to debate about. Could this be another of the many Dogman sightings, or is this just an edited picture? In western Massachusetts, a hunter recently had an intriguing encounter that left him questioning whether he had stumbled upon a legendary creature or a simple tree branch. The creature was standing among some broken tree branches, so he was not sure if what he saw was a Bigfoot or a tree branch. It was brown, and he was about 7 feet or more, making it look like one of the branches. Faced with the potential danger of encountering an elusive and powerful creature like Bigfoot with only a bow for protection, the hunter opted for a cautious approach. Instead of confronting the unknown, he wisely decided to capture the moment through a photograph. This decision not only ensured his safety, but also provided an opportunity to scrutinize the image later for a more informed analysis. What do you think? Is that a Bigfoot or a tree branch? Imagine taking a stroll by the beach, enjoying the sea breeze through your hair and the wet sand under your feet. Suddenly, you come across a peculiar stone on the shore. Upon closer inspection, you realize that it's shaped like a face. What do you do in such a situation? Well, the person who came across this stone decided to touch it. The stone, however, came to life and snapped at the person's finger, after which it quickly sank back into the sea. Strange? Well, not really, especially if you know what this stone-faced thing truly is. It's apparently called a reef stonefish, and it's the most venomous fish. The reef stonefish is found in the shallow coastal waters of the Indo-Pacific region, particularly around coral reefs. It's known for its remarkable camouflage, blending in seamlessly with its surroundings due to its rough, wart-like skin and coloration resembling rocks or coral. Despite its unassuming appearance, the reef stonefish possesses potent venomous spines along its dorsal fin. These aren't just for decoration, as they're capable of delivering a painful and potentially lethal sting to unsuspecting predators or humans who accidentally step on it. The venom can cause excruciating pain, tissue damage, and in severe cases, paralysis or even death if not treated promptly. Reef stonefish are primarily ambush predators, lying in wait on the sea floor for prey to pass by before striking with lightning speed. Perhaps that might explain how it patiently waited for the young lad to get closer than launch. Someone in the comments section even asked what he expected. If there's a lesson to be learned here, it's that to not pick up any strange-looking stone at the beach, especially if you can't confirm if it's really a stone. Fire is a phenomenon that has both positive and negative effects. While it can be destructive, it is necessary for several reasons, such as cooking, heating, and even providing light. There are, however, some strange occurrences associated with fire that can be difficult to explain. One such occurrence is the fire whirl, also known as a fire tornado or fire devil. A fire whirl is a spinning column of flames that forms during a fire, often in wildfires or large fires when hot air rises rapidly, creating a spinning motion. These whirlwinds can be small or large, resembling tornadoes. In an intriguing incident captured on video, a tornado of fire can be seen forming at the center of burning garbage. This whirlwind of flames is a fascinating sight to behold, despite its destructive nature. When it comes to wildfires, fire whirls can become more dangerous, causing severe damage to anything in their path. Another strange incident captured on camera was the sight of tubes of fire moving through a forest fire, making it appear as though the fire was walking. However, this is a common phenomenon that occurs during a forest fire. In this next clip, however, a clump of fire in someone's hallway flies upwards and downwards, seemingly almost possessed. This I would consider more of a paranormal situation. What do you think? While driving by the woods, this person comes across a creature walking among the trees in the woods. A mysterious creature strolled among the trees. And get this, it's not your everyday woodland critter. Nope, it's walking on two legs like a full-on bipedal situation. Now the trees are doing a little dance, playing peekaboo with our creature friend, but there's no mistaking it. We might just be witnessing a real-life Bigfoot here, folks. I mean, unless someone's decided to throw on a furry costume and take a leisurely stroll in the woods for reasons that escape us. But come on, with all these howls and growls in the background, we're leaning toward the Bigfoot theory. What do you think? Ever had one of those moments where you knew that your life was on the line? Well, here we have footage recorded from the GoPro camera on a biker's helmet. While riding on a path in the woods, he was spotted by a grizzly bear. I'm guessing the bear was curious about the biker, or it was really hungry because it gave the biker a hot chase, not even backing down for a second. Don't underestimate bears because of their size. They are very good runners. The bear chased the biker, still not giving up. Unfortunately, the biker came to a path that was blocked by a tree branch, and judging by the speed of the bear, it could catch up to him. So he got off the bike and ran as fast as he could. We don't know what happened after that, but it seems the biker got out of there safely. Wendy Wilson, a keen explorer and photographer, shared some fascinating pictures of a Bigfoot she encountered. The images, although blurry, introduced to us an ape-like creature. It appears to be hiding behind something metallic, and looking at the trail camera, naturally, this has Bigfoot enthusiasts excited, and I can understand why. Every potential picture of the big guy brings us close to locating him and solving the mystery surrounding him. Although the location hasn't been revealed, many were excited to see this. There were those who were naturally skeptical, not because they didn't necessarily think Bigfoot was real, but because this image was supposedly taken by a professional photographer. They argued that such a person should have powerful lenses and capable editing software to make the image visible, but that's not the case here. This makes them think the image might be one of those recycled ones from the internet. But do tell us what you think in the comments section, as we'd love to hear your take. This clip was captured by a resident of Oklahoma of captured footage on April the 24th, 2023, showing a strange beam of light moving across the sky. A closer look, and you would realize that there appears to be waves of light emanating from the beam, which then spread into the sky. Some who saw this believed that this could be evidence of something on the other side of the firmament. In ancient times, people believed that the Earth was at the center of the universe, surrounded by a solid dome called the firmament. They thought that the sun, moon, planets, and stars were all contained within this dome and moved around the Earth. This belief was popular among civilizations like the Babylonians, Egyptians, and Greeks, as it helped them explain various natural phenomena such as the daily movements of the stars and the changing seasons. However, we now know that the sun is at the center of our solar system and the planets, including Earth, revolve around it. But some people are questioning this idea, especially after this recent incident. As much as I wanted to go into the firmament theory et al., many individuals in the comments section had one thing to say: SpaceX. So I checked it out, and there was actually a SpaceX launch on the said date, and it happened at night as well. The issue, however, is that the launch happened from Space Launch Complex 4E at Vandenberg Space Force Base in California. Given the distance between the two states, is it even possible for our informant to have captured the rocket? Are we looking at the same incident, or is this clip an entirely different ballgame altogether? Share your thoughts in the comments section. In the streets of Italy, a mesmerizing anomaly unfolds, captivating both onlookers and scientists in equal measure as captured in footage that evokes a sense of wonder. Raindrops descend upon a small section of the road, leaving the surrounding area untouched and dry. Everyone passing by is both mesmerized and stunned, yet no one can explain what was happening. Scientists, ever eager to provide explanations, termed this intriguing occurrence as localized rain. Localized rain occurs when specific conditions create a microenvironment conducive to precipitation in a confined space. Despite the rational explanation, the human tendency to seek meaning beyond the ordinary makes some wonder whether there might be something more to this meteorological display than meets the eye. Now I know what you're thinking, but no, that's not King Ghidorah from the Monsterverse. If Ghidorah existed, the only way we'd make it out alive is if we had Godzilla or King Kong coming to our rescue, and clearly that's not an option. So what are we looking at then? Aaron believes it's a fake. Well, now, if Aaron, the man who believes any animal could be a skinwalker, calls something as cool as this fake, then you should definitely believe him. Someone could possibly have edited lightning footage and made it look more ominous than it really is. Either that or we're in serious trouble. Having seen the footage yourself, what do you think? This next clip continues the mystery of people seemingly appear out of thin air. While filming a waterfall, an unexpected and bizarre event unfolded as a mysterious figure materialized on a rock within the waterfall's cascade. The apparition appeared suddenly and vanished just as swiftly. Unlike the previous footage where others thought it could be a glitch, the setting of this incident makes it more eerie, with some suggesting the possibility of a ghost, perhaps connected to someone who met their fate in that location, while others entertain the idea of a water deity making a brief appearance. Bizarre, yet interesting. In this curious image taken, there appears to be a creature hiding behind a tree. The upper part of the creature is visible as it peeks through a space between two branches of the tree. The creature appears to be very hairy, and looking at where its head is compared to the tree, the creature is huge, probably around 8 to 9 feet. The image was apparently captured from higher ground, giving us a unique bird's-eye view of the tree-hugging giant. It's not your regular ape. Some are donning their tinfoil hats, convinced that it's the elusive Bigfoot making a rare appearance in suburbia. Others are more skeptical, thinking it's just a neighbor with a flair for the dramatic, possibly trying out a new costume or pulling off the world's most elaborate photobomb. I'm tempted to lean toward the skeptical bunch, but what about you? Ever heard of the conspiracies behind the fake sun and moon? Initially, I didn't really pay much attention until this footage came along. A woman was in a park during nightfall when she noticed this: 2 suns setting. One sun takes on a vibrant orange hue while the other radiates a bright yellow light. This unexpected and perplexing sight has sparked curiosity and raised questions about what might be happening in the sky. The presence of 2 suns is not known in our part of the world. Our solar system has only 1 sun, so this is already a problem. We don't know what's going on or how this is possible. Turtles are very reserved creatures. When I see them, I feel like they're missing out on life because of how slow they are. But this footage I came across put my mind in a new perspective. There, a unique footage taken of a sea turtle jumping out of the sea and going back in. I thought these guys were slow. Just look at how it pulls a few acrobatic skills before diving back into the water. That was amazing. I bet a dolphin could never pull that. So next time you see a turtle moseying along, just remember, beneath that seemingly laid-back exterior might be a sea ninja turtle. In an outdoor coffee haven, a passerby stumbles upon an extraordinary sight: a massive bat suspended from the ceiling, with its wings unfurled and an inky blackness defining its form. Bats come in various sizes and species, and some can indeed be quite large. Bats are fascinating mammals and play crucial roles in ecosystems, including pollination and insect control. While they're mostly nocturnal and known for roosting in caves, trees, or other sheltered areas, it's not uncommon to see them hanging from the ceilings of outdoor structures. As you can see, this bat and many others are generally harmless to humans and are not aggressive unless provoked. So when you come across a bat, just take a picture and go your merry way.
Mire, eso es una cosa, un fenómeno.
In the dusky evening sky over Colombia, around 7 p.m., a family found themselves amid an inexplicable phenomenon.
Ya han caído uno, allá hay otro aquí.
Allá va otro, allá va otro, allá va otro, allá abajo. Y de la calle se tiene que ver mejor.
Vea que está corriendo, no mire la calle.
The camera captured a mesmerizing sight, a luminous ball of light descending gracefully toward the Earth. With the moon ruled out and the sun long set, the nature of this celestial display became a subject of speculation. Various theories emerged to account for this mysterious occurrence. Some have proposed the idea of a ball of lightning, a natural but rare atmospheric phenomenon. Others, fueled by a sense of wonder and curiosity, entertain the possibility of something more otherworldly in origin, something alien. Having seen it yourself, what do you think might be the source of this luminous ball of light? While checking out an abandoned building, an adventurer was interrupted by a strange creature that creeped out of the open window. There, crawling into the building, is a pale humanoid creature with huge dark eyes. Its body was slender and its hands had claws. Our adventurer, being the sensible human they are, doesn't stick around for a meet and greet. Nope, they hightail it out of there faster than you can say spooky surprise. Can't blame them, really. Now let's dive into this creature. It's like a weird mix of mysterious and maybe a touch of creepy. It's like the long-lost cousin of the rake. Before you watch the next clip, could you please hit the like button, subscribe, and even drop a comment if you haven't already? It goes a long way to make it possible to create more videos like this for you. Thank you for doing so. Moving back to the day's episode. The ocean, when afar, is very beautiful until you find yourself surrounded by it. While on a voyage, a ship came face to face with a huge monster of a wave that left the crew in the ship screaming in fear for their lives. The ocean is unpredictable and on bad days can lift waves as high as mountains to swallow up ships and boats no matter how big they are. The unpredictable nature of the sea, influenced by weather patterns, currents, and other dynamic factors, informs sailors to approach the maritime environment with a profound sense of respect and caution. In the quiet night of Espiritu Santo, residents were stirred by an unusual sound, but no one dared to check it out. The next day, they found this 2 deep dents in the ground. These imprints, marked by silverish-looking melted metal, suggest intense heat or burning at the point of impact. The melted substance had congealed, forming a solidified residue. The nature of these dents, coupled with the characteristics of the material, led locals to believe that whatever caused this anomaly descended from the sky. But what exactly could it be? Was it a meteorite, satellite debris, or an entirely different phenomena? Perhaps aliens? Share your thoughts in the comment section. This next one might make your stomach churn, so brace yourself. Now I know you were wondering what you're looking at here. This is the remains of Alyoshenka. Just in case you're wondering, the Alyoshenka, also known as the Kishtim dwarf, refers to the mysterious remains of a small humanoid creature reportedly discovered in the village of Kyolinovoy near Kishtim in Russia in 1996. The discovery gained attention due to its unusual appearance and the speculation surrounding its origin. The creature was about 10 inches, 25 centimeters tall, had a disproportionately large head, and lacked a visible navel, ears, or a mouth. Its features led some to speculate that it might be extraterrestrial in origin. However, the story is surrounded by controversy, and there are various theories about what Alyoshenka actually was. Some theories suggest that it was a deformed human fetus or a premature baby, while others argue that it could be a non-human primate. In any case, the lack of clear documentation and scientific analysis makes it challenging to determine the true nature of Alyoshenka. Next, we have mysterious footage capturing an unusual phenomena in the night sky. In the video, the sky displays 2 distinct tones of color, with one part appearing darker and the other brighter. The location of the incident remains undisclosed. The only certainty is that folks from Northern Virginia and undisclosed places have reported witnessing this celestial oddity. The question on everyone's mind, what in the universe is going on up there? Various theories have emerged to explain the peculiar phenomenon. Some suggest that it might be a rare and unexplained weather occurrence, while others entertain the possibility of extraterrestrial involvement. What do you think this could be? In this mystifying tapestry of the Mexican sky, an eerie symphony unfolds. Strange trumpet sounds that reverberate through the air, seemingly descended from the heavens themselves. The haunting notes are accompanied by a chorus of creatures as dogs unleash their bewildered barks and birds join in the discordant harmony, creating an atmosphere that tiptoes on the edge of the uncanny. Animals are often considered to have heightened senses, and their responses could be interpreted as instinctive reactions to something beyond human perception, perhaps something ominous and dangerous. The unexplained nature of these sounds prompts a myriad of questions. What could the source of these trumpet-like noises be? Some theories suggest atmospheric or geological phenomena, while others delve into more speculative ideas involving extraterrestrial activity or even paranormal occurrences. What do you personally think, though? If you haven't already hit the like button, subscribed, or even dropped a comment so far, could you please do so now? It goes a long way to help us make more videos like this for you. Thank you so much. Now, back to today's episode. So imagine this. You walk into your room, and in the corner of the ceiling there's a centipede that's not exactly a garden variety. It's about the size of a snake. Naturally, this prompts a string of questions. What's the deal with this unusually large centipede, and did it accidentally stumble into the wrong room? Is it a mutant centipede, or do these things just come in plus size now? While we may not be witnessing the next great insect revolution, it does make you wonder what's going on in the insect world that we're not privy to. In a daring underwater escapade, a diver plunges into the depths to witness the beauty of aquatic life, only to encounter an unexpected adversary, an aggressive sea lion with a disposition that seems less than welcoming. The creature, seemingly having woken up on the wrong side of the bed, initiates a series of attacks by swimming at high speed and forcefully slamming into the diver. While these marine mammals are generally known for their playful and curious demeanor, there are several reasons why a sea lion might display aggression toward a diver. It could be due to the animal feeling territorial, protective of its young, or reacting to perceived threats. In some cases, individuals may not be fully aware of how to interact safely with marine wildlife, which can lead to misunderstandings and conflicts. While we can't tell which of these is responsible for the sea lion's attack, it serves as a reminder that these animals can also be dangerous. The advancement of technology has indeed reached a point where the lines between reality and artificial creations are becoming increasingly blurred. This footage from Stan Winston's School of Arts showcases an impressive creation, a mechanical dog that closely mimics the movement and behaviors of a real canine. The intricacy of the mechanics allows the artificial dog to move its head and pant in a remarkably lifelike manner. The way it responds to human interactions, such as having its head rubbed, looks almost real. The level of detail and precision in the construction of these mechanical dogs is nothing short of remarkable. As technology continues to push the boundaries of what's possible, we can't help but imagine what people will come up with next. These creations serve as a testament to the convergence of artistry and engineering, don't you think? Now, what do we have here? A fish swimming in the water, nothing out of the ordinary, right? Wrong. Watch as someone picks up the fish and turns it over, and there it is, the horror. The lower part of the fish is grotesquely torn open, an empty void where the entrails should be. The fish, however, continues to swim, prompting a cascade of questions that lead us into the realm of the uncanny. Is it a zombie fish, maybe? We suspect that the fish is dead and has been infected by a water parasite that takes over the mind and body of the host. I believe it's called a hydra. Skeptics think that someone gutted a fish while it was alive and released it. After all, they do stay alive for a few seconds before finally dying, which could be what's happening here. Some, however, think that it's just a toy fish. What do you think? Now, that's what you call an uninvited guest. Imagine hearing knocks and scratches at your door, only to open up to see a white lion there. The thought is a scary one because there's no way you're escaping a lion that close up. After carefully reviewing the footage, Jack, my new assistant, thinks that this lion may be domesticated and may have actually been trying to get into its master's quarters. Personally, I believe that's the only logical explanation here. How would you explain the lion trying to turn a doorknob? While driving on the road, the individual recording this footage came across a man in a white button-up shirt with trousers walking ahead of his car. It seemed like he was taking off his jacket, but then this happened. Out of nowhere, this person in a red shirt appears. If you take a closer look, you'd realize that there was initially no one in sight except for the man walking. It's not readily understood how the second individual appears, and if you know anything about the internet, you know that theories would fly almost everywhere. Some believe it could be a glitch in the Matrix, whereas others believe it's all fake footage. The internet is saturated with edited footage to such an extent that distinguishing between real and fake occurrences becomes a challenging task when these events genuinely unfold. But what do you guys think? Real, glitch, or a complete hoax? Tell us in the comments section. Now here's a peculiar incident captured on the footage. A sizable bird seemingly suspended mid-air above a street. A fireman on a truck attempts to dislodge the bird using a long rod, but the creature remains in an unnatural state, neither falling nor flapping its wings. This perplexing scene raises questions about the laws of physics and nature. Naturally, speculations about a potential glitch in the Matrix or the bird being connected to a line have surfaced. But then, the location of this incident doesn't seem like a good place to pull such a stunt, don't you think? A more scientific explanation is that the bird is caught in an updraft or wind current, allowing it to hover without flapping its wings. But even that seems like a long stretch. Birds, especially large ones, can utilize air currents to maintain their position in the sky, creating a motionless appearance. Could this be one of such, or are we dealing with a real glitch in the Matrix? In recent times, a curious phenomenon has been capturing the attention of people worldwide: mysterious blue beam projections. It raises questions about whether humanity has achieved a level of technological mastery, allowing us to manipulate light in unprecedented ways. In the present footage, a peculiar beam of light descends from the sky onto the Earth, revealing a glowing entity within it. The phenomenon has roots in conspiracy theories and has long been associated with the idea of a simulated reality or extraterrestrial manipulation. Proponents of the blue beam conspiracy suggest that powerful entities, whether governmental or otherwise, possess the capability to project holographic images onto the sky for various purposes, often linked to control and manipulation. While skepticism surrounds such claims, the persistence and recurrence of these sightings have led to increased curiosity and debate. Could what we are seeing here indeed be a blue beam projection, or is there a better explanation for it? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section. A trail camera set in the forest at UP, Michigan captured a strange creature that has left quite a debate on Facebook. In the image, we can see a creature, but the creature looks hazy, indicating that the creature was moving when the photo was taken. But the creature itself, oh boy, it's not your everyday forest dweller. Take a look at its bony shoulders and skinny arms. It appears to have glowing eyes as well. Some Facebook users say this is a dog, a pit bull, but others think this could be a skinwalker. Unfortunately, there's not much to work with. It's a blurry snapshot, and the more you squint, the more questions pop up. So the Facebook jury is still out on this one. Dog, mysterious creature, or maybe the elusive skinwalker. Who knows? While at the beach, this person noticed something unusual about the wave pattern on the sea. Instead of the horizontal, he saw square waves on the sea, which is quite unusual. This is uncommon and occurs when two ocean swells collide at right angles, creating powerful rip currents and unpredictable waves. The collision can result in strong rip tides, making it dangerous for anyone around at the time. So here's the deal. If you ever spot square waves, it's not the time to channel your inner daredevil. These cross-sea collisions can create riptides that are not to be messed with. It's nature's way of saying, hey, maybe find a safer spot to enjoy the view. This particular footage is one I can barely make sense out of. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, just pay attention to the sky. You might first think those are trails left by an aircraft, but after closer attention, you'll realize they actually look like lights circulating. How is that even possible? Let me give you a quick answer. It's not. That's at least if you try to limit your explanation to everyday human occurrences. When you open your mind up to consider possibilities such as alien spaceship in the sky, it all of a sudden makes sense, even if it is crazy. What if those round moving things are actually the base of saucers camouflaged in the sky? Before you call me crazy, take a second look at the footage, think hard, and open your mind. Have you done that? Do you see it? Share your thoughts in the comments section. In the realm of the ocean's embrace, a seemingly routine retrieval mission takes a spine-chilling turn. A man, having dropped something precious into the depths, takes the plunge into the azure waters to reclaim his lost treasure. Little does he know that beneath the surface, an unforeseen danger lurks in the form of a silent and swift ocean predator. As he secures his prized possession, his friends, sensing the impending threat, urgently beckon him to return to the safety of the surface. Ignoring their warnings, our intrepid explorer, driven by curiosity as deep as the ocean itself, dives once more into the aquatic realm to understand the urgency of his friend's pleas. And then the revelation strikes like a lightning bolt, a shark, its sleek form gliding ominously toward him. The footage tantalizingly cuts off at this juncture, leaving us suspended in a moment of suspense, with the fate of the daring diver hanging in the balance. What transpired next in the silent dance between man and shark beneath the waves? I guess we may never know, but seeing as this footage was posted, we can safely state that he's alive and well. Or at least hope so. In yet another account of the alleged ball of lightning, a man and his daughters witnessed the glowing orb materializing in the sky above a mountain and descending slowly.
Indo de novo, Beto, olha lá. Ela vai passar por nós aqui.
Despite it being daytime, the luminosity of the orb was unmistakable, and even their dog seemed intrigued, barking at the ethereal presence. The accounts of ball lightning often involve sightings during thunderstorms or in the vicinity of electrical activity. Despite being considered a natural phenomenon by some in the scientific community, its rarity and unpredictability have led to speculation and sometimes sensational interpretations, including claims of extraterrestrial or paranormal origins. While scientists have proposed various hypotheses to explain ball lightning, it remains one of the least understood natural phenomena. I won't pretend to fully understand them, but if any of you watching does, please explain in the comments section. Aaron and I will be reading the comments. Just a quick reminder before the next clip comes, if you still haven't liked, commented, or subscribed, could you do so right now? You wouldn't want me to send a Bigfoot after you now, would you? In the course of his exploration, Luisito, the YouTuber known for delving into abandoned historic sites, found himself in Chernobyl, Ukraine. This area carries the weight of a tragic nuclear explosion during the World War, giving rise to tales of radiation-induced deformities on creatures and other eerie phenomena. In this particular footage, Luisito, unknowingly accompanied by an unexpected audience, stands by a wrecked car in the eerie woods. What transpires next is a chilling revelation. A creature, humanoid in appearance but clad in fur, emerges among the trees, lingering briefly before disappearing into the shadows. The enigmatic sighting sparks speculation among viewers, with some pondering whether this could be a Bigfoot, while others entertain the notion that it might be one of the creatures purportedly deformed by the lingering radiation in the area. Could that be the case? A man and his wife heard their dog barking, which naturally drove them to the spot to check it out.
Ginny, come here, bud. Ginny, come here. Come here, boy. Now, Ginny. Get away from there.
After a few seconds, they saw a shadow of someone standing in the dark some moments after they switched on the lights. Under the sudden illumination stood an alien being. Its bug-like eyes peered intensely at the bewildered couple, as if probing the depths of their souls with an inscrutable gaze. How did this thing get there, and where did it come from? They assumed that the encounter was one with an alien. I know it's wild and all, but let's keep our feet on the ground for a second. Perhaps there's a logical explanation behind this encounter. Some more digging into details might help us figure out if it's genuine or just a case of the light messing with our heads.
Ginny, come here, bud. Ginny, come here. Come here, boy. Now, Ginny.
Caught on a security camera at a job site, a man vanished into thin air as a bus drove by. One possible explanation involves glitches or anomalies in the camera equipment, creating an illusion of the man disappearing. However, if the footage is genuine and unfiltered, it opens the door to more enigmatic possibilities. Paranormal enthusiasts consider the notion of supernatural occurrences, suggesting the man could be a ghost visiting our plane. Some also state that it could be a mere man somehow manipulating reality. Skeptics, on the other hand, lean toward the idea of the whole thing being an elaborate hoax, with the footage carefully crafted for attention or amusement. Having seen it with your own eyes, which of these possibilities do you think is most likely? Share it with us in the comments section. Just a quick reminder before the next clip comes, if you still haven't liked, commented, or subscribed, could you do so right now? You wouldn't want me to send a snake the size of the one in the next clip after you now, would you? Speaking of aliens, residents of a vicinity in Brazil saw this round metallic object on the ground in the middle of the road. This object was found after a loud explosion was heard throughout the area. The object was also burning from within. As news of this got out, people speculated that it could be an alien object from the sky. Local authorities, however, provided a different perspective, asserting that the mysterious object was a component of a machine from a nearby factory. Despite this official explanation, the factory itself has yet to confirm or deny the association with the enigmatic metallic sphere. This has left room for continued intrigue and speculation about the true nature of this unusual occurrence. Personally, I think it looks like a tinfoil wrapped around something, but what do I know? If you haven't already hit the like button, subscribed, or even dropped a comment so far, could you do so now? It goes a long way to help us make more videos for you. Thank you so much. Now back to today's episode. The eyes are one of the most crucial organs of our body, and any abnormality in them should be taken seriously. If your eye looks like the one in this footage, it's crucial to visit a specialist immediately. When I first saw this, I was a bit uncomfortable and wondered if it had anything to do with the supernatural. I did some reading around and realized it's an actual condition, and it's called iridodenesis. The condition is characterized by the abnormal movement or trembling of the iris. During an eye examination, this movement is typically observed and may be caused by various underlying causes, such as weakness or damage to the muscles that control the iris or the support structures holding the lens in place. The most common causes of iridodenesis are cataracts, trauma to the eye, or complications from eye surgery. In some cases, it may also be caused by other medical conditions such as glaucoma or retinal detachment. Iridodenesis may lead to visual disturbances or changes in vision, and it is essential to seek immediate medical attention if you experience any such symptoms. In this next footage, a man steps out of his house holding a mysterious bag. The contents are revealed to be a camouflage cloth, and as he covers himself with it, an extraordinary transformation occurs. He seamlessly blends into his surroundings. Now think about it. If this is real, it's like having a superhero's invisibility cloak in our hands. Imagine the kind of wild stuff you could do with that. But here's the head scratcher. Where on earth did he get his hands on something like this? It's not like you can find invisibility cloaks at your local store, right? The mere existence of this kind of tech opens up a can of questions. Is this a sneak peek into some top-secret military gear, or did this guy stumble upon some hidden gem of technology? My assistant Aaron thinks our young sir may have picked up a Deathly Hallow, but if the world of wizards truly exists, perhaps we muggles shouldn't be meddling in it. Don't you think? Bit of footage, you can see 4 men holding down a woman. Now, that might set off some serious alarm bells, but hold off on your judgment until you hear the full scoop.
D'habitude ça arrive un peu, mais là c'est carrément ils ont dit à la super position.
According to them, the woman in question started levitating. Yeah, you heard that right. Levitating, as in defying good old gravity. Before you dismiss it as some street performance gone awry, take a closer look. No strings, no hidden contraptions, just a woman seemingly suspended against the laws of physics. The expressions on the faces of the men holding her down tell a tale of genuine concern. Does that make this real? A woman challenging the forces that keep us grounded. It's kind of the stuff that fuels both skepticism and wonder. Is it a case of supernatural levitation, a glitch in the Matrix, or something else entirely? Aside from all the paranormal and extraterrestrial talk we have from time to time, let's take a moment to appreciate the incredible spectacle that is the natural world. Nature is very beautiful, yet it can also be very terrifying. Just look at this. One moment the weather is all calm and cool, and the next minute the air becomes charged and clouds gather with a sense of purpose, after which storms and tornadoes announce their arrival with a powerful roar. And then there's the breathtaking power and majesty exhibited during the storms. Lightning dances across the sky, and thunder rumbles in the background. Terrifying, yet undeniably captivating. It's a vivid illustration of nature's might. Videos like this are a constant reminder that amidst all our paranormal ponderings and extraterrestrial escapades, the Earth itself is a marvel that deserves our admiration and respect. Dogman and werewolves are 2 mythical creatures, both canine and as elusive as the Bigfoot. In this Trailcam image, we can see what looks like a canine on its 2 feet walking in the forest. The unique characteristics of the creature have fueled speculation among Facebook users, with contrasting opinions on its identity. Some assert that it resembles a dog, specifically a pit bull, pointing to its bony shoulders and skinny arms as potential canine features. Others, however, veer into the realm of the supernatural, suggesting that this enigmatic being could be a skinwalker, a creature from Native American folklore capable of transforming into various animal forms. And here we are, caught in the middle of this debate. On that note, if you still haven't liked, commented, or subscribed to the channel yet, please do so now before I send that creature after you. On a more serious note, it really helps us out a ton and gives us the opportunity to keep making these videos for you. So please do so and share this video with your friends and family. Thank you very much. We've heard a lot about Bigfoot and seen a number of bits of footage of them and even some suspected vocalizations from them. However, this video makes me question a lot of things.
Are you Daryl from Progressive?
This man came across what he believed to be a Bigfoot in the woods. He started filming the creature, and the creature moved behind the trees. He proceeded to ask it a question, and the creature made a squeaky sound in response to what he said.
Are you Daryl from Progressive?
This sounds nothing like the Bigfoot vocalizations we hear, and if this is true, does it mean the elusive creature can't communicate? Oh boy, hold on to your hats because we've got a seriously eerie sighting captured on a trail cam. Prepare yourselves, folks, because this creature is a real head-turner. Now, take a good look at this image. What on earth is that? It's an ugly creature, no doubt about it. Those claws, yikes! They resemble something straight out of Edward Scissorhands, but that's just the beginning, my friends. This creature has a bizarre combination of human-like features mixed with something more sinister. From the hair to the eyes and lower lips, it almost appears human. But oh, that nose! The creature also sports a colossal snout reminiscent of a pig, only much larger. I mean, seriously, it's like a goblin come to life. Whoever came up with this Halloween costume, well, let's just say they must have not been giving out candies that night, because let me tell you, the mere sight of this creature would scare the living daylights out of anyone. So, my brave souls, what are your thoughts on this chilling entity? Is it a creature spawned from our worst nightmares, or perhaps just an elaborate hoax? Share your thoughts, your fears, and let's navigate through the realm of the supernatural together. Deep in the depths of a forgotten realm, an unspeakable horror slumbers. Its name was whispered only in hushed tones by those daring enough to delve into the realm of nightmares. Prepare yourselves, for we are about to uncover the chilling tale of a creature shrouded in darkness. In the shadows of Venezuela's Gran Sabana region, an abomination awaits, lurking in the abyss. It emerges from its lair a monstrous figure with twisted limbs and a hideous countenance. Its form, a grotesque amalgamation of unearthly proportions, strikes fear into the hearts of those unfortunate enough to behold it. This creature, concealed within the mists of myth, possesses a gaze that pierces the soul, eyes glowing with an otherworldly light. They seem to hold the secrets of the abyss itself. Its ghastly appearance, a maddening fusion of monstrous features, defies comprehension. Legends speak of its monstrous claws, sharp and serrated, capable of rending flesh from bone with ease. Its monstrous form appears to defy the laws of nature, contorting in ways that should not be possible. What nightmare birthed such a creature into existence? Prepare yourselves, for the name of this abomination is none other than the Venezuelan poodle moth. Yes, my friends, let us cast away the shroud of terror and embrace the light of understanding. The Venezuelan poodle moth, despite its monstrous appearance, is a creature of nature, fascinating in its own right. It's a moth white in color, with wings adorned with feathery structures that set it apart from its kin. Its unique physical traits captivate the imagination and have garnered attention among enthusiasts and researchers alike. But do not be deceived, for this creature is not a monster, but a wondrous product of evolution. Its fluffy exterior serves as a purpose beyond our initial apprehension. By utilizing its fluff, the Venezuelan poodle moth can dampen the sound it emits, confounding its predators, bats, making it a master of stealth in the darkness. Furthermore, within the very fibers of its fluff lies a substance akin to cellulose, playing a role in the orientation of cell expansion. It's a connection to the fundamental principles that shape life itself. So, my dear adventurers, let us marvel at the mysterious and embrace the beauty that lies within the unknown. The Venezuelan poodle moth, once shrouded in terror, reveals itself as a captivating creature, a testament to the wonders of nature's endless variety. A dinosaur is already back from extinction. A man came across a building that was shaking vigorously. As he zoomed in on what was happening, he noticed something quite disturbing. From the roof of the building emerged the strange head of a creature that did not resemble anything like the regular animals that we know. The creature was very tall because it was towering over the houses, and it seemed hidden behind a tree. However, you could still see its head. It was oddly shaped like one of those dinosaurs we see in the movies. The man is very convinced that it is indeed a dinosaur. Well, we don't have much info on the footage, but if it is as he says, then humans have got a lot coming for them. Personally, though, I doubt that's a T-Rex. It would have been much bigger. But who knows? In Minnesota, a creature has been spotted roaming the woods. The sighting of a mysterious creature in Minnesota has sparked intrigue and speculation as eyewitnesses describe a juvenile creature with similarities to Bigfoot but with distinctive features that set it apart. This being stands at a height of approximately 3 to 4 feet, presenting a unique combination of characteristics that raises questions about its identity and potential classification as a new species. The creature's dark eyes and unusually large mouth differentiated from the typical features associated with Bigfoot sightings. The fur on its head sticks out in various directions like it's had a bad hair day. What do you think this is? All right, folks, buckle up for some intriguing photographic evidence that'll make your jaw drop. We've got a series of stunning pictures capturing a picturesque waterfall in Colorado. But hold on tight, because there's more to these pictures than meets the eye. Now picture this. A talented photographer snaps away, capturing the beauty of the waterfall in all its glory. Little did they know that they had an unexpected visitor in their frame. It wasn't until a friend took a closer look and pointed it out that the owner even noticed something unusual. And there it was, in one of the pictures, a massive, brown-furred creature standing on a hill by the waterside. Talk about a shocker. Naturally, they couldn't help but wonder if this majestic beast was none other than the legendary Bigfoot. They meticulously went through all the pictures taken at the same location, but none of them revealed this enigmatic brown-furred creature. That's when their suspicions reached new heights. Could this truly be a sighting of Bigfoot? Now, for all those unfamiliar, Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch, is said to roam the mountainous regions shrouded in mystery. Reports describe them as towering beings standing at least 8 to 9 feet tall, if not more. And here we have this creature visible in that one elusive picture. But let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Could this be a genuine encounter with the elusive Bigfoot, or might it be something else entirely? Perhaps a moving rock playing tricks on our eyes. It's a tantalizing mystery that's got us all guessing. But what do you personally think? Once again, our minds are being blown by the countless creatures caught on the trail, dash, as well as street cams on a supposedly normal day. In this video clip, we witness a creature moving on all fours either on the sidewalk or the road. Its wide stance and leg position resembled that of an enlarged grasshopper. The internet is ablaze with speculations as this creature captured from various angles appears to be a skinwalker, hauntingly traversing the earth as if it's claimed it for its own. It's really creepy how these cams pick up just about anything in hindsight. Not many think the footage is genuine, though. They believe it's a prank or at least some sort of elaborate hoax. What do you think? Please do tell. Deep within a remote forest where nature's secrets whisper among the trees, a captivating discovery awaits. Behold, mysterious footprints etched into the earth, as if a creature of myth and legend once graced this sacred ground. The soil tells its tale, revealing that the imprints were made when the ground was damp, now dried up in the passage of time. As I ponder the origin of these enigmatic tracks, a sense of wonder takes hold. Could this be the work of Bigfoot, that elusive giant said to roam these lands? Or do these prints belong to a creature yet undiscovered, lurking beyond the realms of our knowledge? The possibilities dance in our imaginations, reminiscent of the intrigue woven in tales like Bridge to Terabithia. As we tread the path of curiosity, a question lingers in the air. Are we delving into realms of fantasy, seeking more than what truly exists? Or is it possible that alongside the familiar animals of this natural world, a mythical creature finds its place hidden in plain sight? Tell us what you think. All around the world, these spiral patterns can be found in communities designed and built in that shape. They've sparked various conspiracy theories, with some suggesting that they're generating energy or causing some unexplained phenomena. However, the reality appears much more down to earth. One such example is a community that follows the spiral grid pattern. Contrary to conspiracies, the purpose of this design is not to generate energy or induce any mystical effects. Instead, it's a practical and well-thought-out layout aimed at providing residents with certain amenities and features. In these communities, each house is strategically positioned around a central park, creating a spiral pattern. Behind every house, there are golf courses, adding to the aesthetic appeal and recreational opportunities for the residents. The central park serves as a communal space for various activities and gatherings. In this intriguing footage, we find a fearless individual holding in his hands a creature that sparks both curiosity and a hint of trepidation: a massive wasp. To be precise, this formidable insect belongs to the species known as tarantula hawks or spider wasps. The tarantula hawk, named for its hunting behavior, seeks out tarantulas to serve as hosts for its larvae. The wasp's sting is known for being one of the most painful in the insect world, causing temporary paralysis in its prey. This particular tarantula hawk, unlike its stinging counterparts, exhibits a remarkable absence of a sting. Very strange. The man, with a mix of bravery and intrigue, cradles the formidable insect in his hands. Do you think he found the insect stingless, or is he the reason for why it's stingless? Share your thoughts. Nature, with its breathtaking beauty and inherent mysteries, often presents us with awe-inspiring spectacles that challenge our understanding of the world. This fascinating piece of footage captured on a boat in the Durban Sea, South Africa, has added another layer to the mystery of nature. This video showcases a mesmerizing sight where the sea seems to be divided into two distinct sections. The waters, for reasons not immediately apparent, refuse to mix, creating a visual spectacle that has left onlookers in a state of wonder and amazement. As you sail through this mesmerizing spectacle, the question hangs in the air like mist on the sea. What in the world could be the explanation for this? Instead of giving you the answer right away, let's treat this like trivia. Does anyone know the answer? Castles are historic places that hold a lot of history and stories over the years. Some are just tales, while some are real and even proven. We have footage that was taken on a foggy night at a castle in Scotland. Take a look. There, in the fog from a distance, is a castle, and slightly above it is a flying creature. The creature looks too big to be the usual bird, and when you take a close look, its wings resemble bat wings. Now you are getting the picture. This creature reminds me of a dragon. These creatures are just characters of folklore, so how is this thing here? My assistant Steve thinks it's a witch, and here I am wondering why he would even think that in the first place. Either way, this could just be edited footage to prank us all. What do you guys think? In the dense forests of a remote village in Peru, a peculiar incident unfolded, captured on camera for the world to witness. A tree branch, seemingly severed by an unseen force, fell to the forest floor. One might initially dismiss it as a natural occurrence. The local villages hold a different perspective. The villagers expressed concern about the mysterious incident, attributing it to potential encounters with beings not of this world. Before this encounter, there had been rumors circulating about extraterrestrial entities with jetpacks ominously referred to as face peelers, roaming the area and sometimes causing havoc. Some sections of the online community that saw this footage, on the other hand, proposed something else. They suspect that the military might be behind this occurrence. According to them, the military may be carrying out covert operations, possibly testing advanced cloaking technologies. What do you think? Could this be aliens or military people testing a cloaking device? We continue our exploration of the mysterious, this time in the skies over Miami, Florida. During a boat ride, a keen observer noticed an anomaly within the cloud formations, one specific cloud exhibiting unusual behavior. This particular cloud moved swiftly back and forth across the sky, appearing and disappearing with remarkable speed. This raises a host of questions. Is this just another case of advanced cloaking technology, or could it be a part of a covert government experiment? Alternatively, is there a more down-to-earth explanation for this peculiar phenomenon? In the realm of ufology, yeah, there actually is such a thing, theories often emerge when unexplained aerial phenomena are observed. The idea that the cloud-like movement could be a result of an aircraft intentionally cloaking itself from the human eye typically raises questions about our security and if the government is in on these occurrences. However, in the pursuit of understanding such phenomena, it's crucial to consider more grounded and earthly explanations. Atmospheric conditions, wind patterns, and optical illusions can contribute to the appearance of anomalous cloud formations. Meteorological phenomena such as wind shear or differing air currents at various altitudes may give the impression of clouds moving in unexpected ways. However, since none of these theories can be confirmed, we're still left to wonder what this could be. Our next clip involves a group of adventurous friends on an intriguing journey aboard a distinctive blue metallic boat, navigating through an unfamiliar and somewhat enigmatic body of water. Their excursion was already underway, with one of the friends diligently capturing this momentous experience on camera. The atmosphere suddenly changed when one of them decided to dip their hand into the water out of sheer curiosity. In an unexpected turn of events, an unseen force latched onto the hand, prompting a swift and panicked reaction from the group on board. This spine-tingling incident served as one abrupt awakening, compelling the friends to peer anxiously into the water, scanning for any signs of impending danger. Moments passed with an eerie calm, until a seemingly innocent plastic water bottle caught their attention as it drifted away on the murky surface. Their eyes widened as a mysterious hand emerged from the depths, snatching the bottle with an almost preternatural swiftness before vanishing beneath the water's obscurity once more. Upon replaying the scene, we discern a large, otherworldly hand adorned in striking blue and white hues, its appearance oddly reminiscent of a tool used for trimming hedges. Speculations abound, with some quick to label it as a mermaid, while others prefer to refer to it simply as the unknown. What do you think we're dealing with here? Do you have any experiences or stories to share? Please do so in the comments section. We'd really love to read it. If you have made it this far and haven't hit the like button, subscribed, or even dropped a comment, could you do that before we go on? Thank you very much, as it means a lot. Anyway, coming back to the episode. Trailcams indeed provide us with intriguing glimpses of the natural world, and security cameras too have a knack for capturing inexplicable moments. In the still images captured in the dead of night, a scene unfolds that transcends the boundaries of explanation. Before us, a luminous, of ordinary ethereal being materializes, suspended above the homeowner's car. It exudes an otherworldly aura, its form cloaked in a radiant, hazy shroud. On closer inspection, we discern the semblances of a figure adorned in flowing white robes that seems to meld seamlessly with the surrounding mist. A careful look reveals further details: a head, rounded and enigmatic, and an enigmatic horizontal form that bears an uncanny resemblance to a celestial sword. The interplay of light and shadow in these images conjures an almost dreamlike quality, an impression of the divine rendered in pixels. It's intriguing that the homeowner, a person of faith, interprets this apparition as their guardian angel. The notion of angelic guardianship has long been a source of comfort and inspiration for many, a belief that extends beyond any one religious tradition. Whether one ascribes a spiritual significance to this phenomenon or simply marvels at its enigmatic beauty, the image still sparks a sense of wonder. Crucially, the integrity of these images has undergone scrutiny and remains untarnished by manipulation, adding an extra layer of intrigue to this captivating encounter. What do you think, though, angelic or not? Speaking of aliens, there have been some accusations against the Mexican government that involves them having knowledge about some UFO sightings. In footage captured in the woods, the remains of a miniature alien creature comes into focus. This diminutive being possesses distinctive features, notably a disproportionately large head and small eyes. The discovery raises a plethora of questions. What could have caused the demise of this extraterrestrial entity, and what's the deal with these sudden UFO sightings in Mexico? It's like the aliens decided to spice up their travel itinerary, making a pit stop for some tacos and salsa. I mean, if you love tacos like my assistant Julius does, you wouldn't blame him for choosing Mexico. Let's dissect this electrifying footage, a raw capture of the very moment lightning struck a tree near a home. Upon closer inspection, an intriguing element unfolds. The impact of the lightning engulfs the surroundings in a bright light, revealing what appears to be a figure disintegrating in a thin air. Speculations around this occurrence lean toward the supernatural, some suggesting it might be a fallen angel or a demon meeting a dramatic end. Going alone into the depths of the woods can be a test of one's courage and sanity, as this brave YouTuber from the channel Abandoned 6.7 discovered. Amidst the trees, almost beyond the reach of the camera's lens, a pale figure moved with an unsettling speed and unpredictability. It darted back and forth, raising more questions than answers. What kind of creature could move in such a manner? Was it a wild animal, or did he inadvertently stumble upon something even more enigmatic, like a legendary skinwalker? In search of adventure, he set up a camp in the heart of the wilderness, preparing for an overnight stay that would forever etch itself into his memory. During his solitary sojourn, strange occurrences began to unfold. The peace of the woods was periodically shattered by unexplained noises, and his campfire seemed to bear the brunt of some unseen presence's curiosity. His tent, on more than one occasion, bore the signs of tampering, as if something or someone had been probing at the edges of his reality. The climax of this eerie adventure came when he managed to capture the unsettling footage you just watched on his camera. The fact that we're discussing this video now suggests that the YouTuber made it out of the woods unscathed, but the mysteries of the wilderness remain lurking just out of sight, waiting for the next curious soul to uncover them. Would you buy parts from a haunted car? Did that question sound bizarre? Then perhaps it's because you haven't seen our next footage. This recorder, named Garcia, can be seen showcasing all the car models parked in this dusty vicinity. This particular black car has a dark history that involved a crash and the demise of its owner. Despite its history, many wanted parts, so Garcia, who is the man recording, proceeds to examine the car, showcasing its condition as clearly as possible. While checking the back seats, the car, without a driver in the front seat, abruptly starts moving. Garcia is clearly frightened by this sudden movement, and he vocalizes his shock, which leaves us wondering about the cause. Apparently, this isn't the first of such encounters, but the first time he's ever caught it on tape. What could be causing the car to move on its own? The deceased owner who doesn't want his car torn apart, or Garcia himself playing around for some views? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section. We'd really love to hear them.
Means it's someone.
Careful.
Lucky. Oh, shit.
And as you can see in this chilling footage captured by a family, shows a massive snake navigating its way from the roof of their house on a nearby trees. The sheer size of the serpent is enough to evoke a sense of awe and fear, especially as it gracefully moves between the structures. Snakes are known for their agility and climbing abilities, but witnessing such a colossal specimen in a residential area is undoubtedly a rare and unsettling experience. As the family's camera captures the unfolding saga, the colossal serpent casually lifts its head, surveys the surroundings with a reptilian nonchalance, and then, brace yourself, begins its majestic ascent to another tree. The video not only showcases the impressive physical capabilities of the snake, but also highlights the potential encounters with wildlife that can occur in unexpected places. If you ever see a snake like this, run and get help. It may be too dangerous to engage it by yourself.
He's quite beautiful, isn't he?
No.
Is he?
No, but look at his skin, he is beautiful.
Is he a tree snake?
No.
Next, the night sky over Cape Town unveils an enigmatic display as an unusual formation of clouds captures attention. Now, of course, folks start speculating, saying it's a mysterious entity cloaked in those clouds. But let's hit the pause button on the sci-fi thrill for a moment. This is what we call lenticular clouds. Lenticular clouds are lens-shaped clouds that typically form near mountains or other geographical features that disrupt the flow of air. They're not uncommon and are usually associated with stable atmospheric conditions. While lenticular clouds can sometimes appear in unusual shapes and formations, they're natural meteorological phenomena. But then, with all the strange things happening, I'll not be surprised if this is indeed not just a cloud. Having seen it yourself, what do you think? In the realm of social media influencers, there's always a niche for every talent and interest. Enter Throat King Sings, renowned for his unique deep throat sounds used in meditation. But what sets him apart isn't just his human audience. It seems that his mesmerizing sounds also resonate with nature's creatures and perhaps even the paranormal. In one of his videos, as Throat King sings serenades in a picturesque field, he inadvertently captures the attention of a curious deer. The majestic animal is drawn to the ethereal sounds, seemingly enchanted by the vibrations echoing through the serene landscape. However, what makes this footage truly intriguing is what lurks in the background. Behind the inquisitive deer, emerging from the thick bushes, are two mysterious entities. Cryptids, perhaps? Their sudden appearance suggests that they too were inexplicably pulled towards the captivating sounds of Throat King Sings. It raises a host of questions. Who are these enigmatic figures? What draws them to these hauntingly beautiful sounds? Are they merely curious observers, or do they share a deeper connection with the mystical vibrations of Throat King Singh's meditation? The capture unveils a forest with tall leafless trees covered in what appears to be moss. Dead leaves carpet the ground. Among the trees, a peculiar sight emerges, a doll tightly bound as if to prevent its escape. Upon closer inspection, it becomes evident that two of these dolls are bound to the same tree. Could these dolls have been haunting someone or a group of people, necessitating them being bound like this? Could this site be a ritual ground for witches and occultists? It's hard to tell, but these dolls must be very, very uncomfortable. Care to go on a rescue mission? Let us know your response in the comments section. The mysterious case of the Russian YouTuber who conducted experiments on creating a homunculus using his DNA resurfaced in recent discussions. This content creator made a series of videos documenting his scientific journey, attempting to create small creatures using his DNA and a chicken egg. The intrigue reached its peak with about 19 episodes, after which the YouTuber mysteriously vanished, leaving the online community both shocked and captivated. Some believe that the higher-ups, possibly threatened by his unconventional experiments and discoveries, came for him, leading to his abrupt silence. On the other hand, skeptics argue that the entire episode could be the result of CGI manipulation. But if it was all CGI manipulation, why would he suddenly disappear? Wouldn't it even be easier now to keep it up with all these AIs around? Something just doesn't seem right. As the story resurfaces, however, it continues to be a topic of debate, leaving viewers to ponder the true nature of the homunculus experiment and the fate of the Russian YouTuber. Someone spotted this strange-looking bird going into the woods. It had odd-looking features, and its wings looked like they were broken. It has a long neck with disheveled feathers on it. But what stood out the most was its sheer size. This doesn't look like any bird we know of, and it has the mind dancing with possibilities. Could this be a new species, a feathered anomaly that has eluded scientific classification until now? It's hard to say, but one thing we can be sure of is the fact that our world is home to an incredible diversity of bird species, each adapted to its unique environment. Discoveries of new species, especially those exhibiting distinctive characteristics, fuel our fascination with the natural world. Keep 'em coming, Mother Nature. We love it like that. This next footage just exudes a peaceful and quite frankly beautiful sight to behold if one decides to have alone time in a secluded area. The unknown location is surrounded by lush green trees with black rocks and majestic flowing water. What's most evident is a human-like figure standing in a fishing posture, holding a long stick and a red bag on a fallen tree, likely for storing a catch. Things escalate when a creature emerges from the woods, seemingly intrigued by the man fishing. It doesn't stop there. The creature gets closer until it suddenly decides against it and walks away. Why was he heading towards the man? What made him stop? What was that creature? I initially thought it might be a Bigfoot, but it's unusual for Bigfoots to approach people. Could it have been a different cryptid, one that's previously unknown yet very hostile to humans, or am I simply reading meanings into things that are non-existent? It's hard to say at this point, but perhaps a second opinion might clear things up. Care to share yours? Venturing deep into the woods can lead to unexpected and mystifying encounters, just like the one captured in this footage. As we watch, it's hard not to get excited. The individual behind the camera appears to be taking precautions, maintaining a safe distance from the enigmatic figure emerging from the underbrush. And what we see is a creature that has stirred imaginations for generations: Bigfoot. With its intriguing mix of human and ape-like features and its towering presence, it's no wonder Bigfoot remains an enduring enigma. Now, if this footage is genuine, then you have to wonder, where is this creature headed? Why is it moving around without a care during the daytime? Is it because it was not expecting any humans around, or is it because it simply doesn't care? It's hard to tell, but what do you think? Now let's take a break and listen to this truck driver's sentiments, which I share.
Man, honestly, I don't even care about going viral. That's the honest truth. I just make these videos to share with you guys stuff that I see as a truck driver. And everybody else is gonna have an opinion. I already know.
Yup. That's exactly how I feel. I mean, I know he said he didn't want it to go viral, but we do, so please hit that like button and comment if you haven't already, and share. Thank you. This eerie 2006 footage, released by the police years later, unveils a mysterious and unsettling incident that occurred in a forest rumored to be a hotspot for strange occurrences. The unidentified man, driven by motives unknown, ventured into the woods and soon found himself in a dire situation.
Oh God. What?
As the footage rolls, an unseen entity or creature starts stalking the man, emitting bone-chilling, screeching sounds that grow progressively closer.
Okay, I'm not like this. Oh, shit. I can't.
Faced with an unknown and potentially menacing pursuer, the man attempts to escape, but the camera ultimately falls, leaving the fate of the adventurer unresolved. What was chasing him through those haunted woods, and why does the forest guard its secrets so fiercely? Naturally, speculation runs wild, with some wondering if it was a creature of the supernatural, a denizen of folklore, or something else entirely. Having seen it, what do you think this could be? While on a mountaintop, a woman was filming when she noticed something strange.
You're here.
Her companion's hair was standing straight in the air, and as she passed her hands through the air, there was a low zipping sound like it was electricity. Some have suggested that it could be a sign of an impending lightning strike, a natural phenomenon often associated with hair standing on end due to the electrical charge in the atmosphere. On the other hand, some also entertain the idea that it might be linked to an energy field or even a portal of sorts. What do you think is more plausible? We start today's compilation with this strange deer that was caught on a trail cam in the secluded part of the woods. It's a white deer. While spotting a white deer is rare, it's not just the color that captivates everyone in this image. It's the deer's strange and unnatural features. Upon closer examination, this deer appears to have 3 hind legs with 2 on each side of the body and 1 positioned directly behind them. This is a captivating instance of a deformed albino deer, a condition that can arise due to maternal nutrient deficiencies during pregnancy, trauma, or even hereditary factors. Although this creature has an excess of some limbs and less of others, it's still able to thrive and survive. Interestingly, these deformed albino deer often possess heightened senses, allowing them to detect danger more rapidly than their regular counterparts. Rest assured, this white Bambi is thriving and managing well on its own. Brace yourselves for some seriously unsettling footage that'll make you question what lurks in the shadows. So get this, there's this town, right? And on their security footage, they capture something straight out of a nightmare. Picture a creature that appears like a starved dog, all bony and emaciated. Now here's the thing, my friends, don't be fooled by its malnourished appearance. This thing may look weak, but it's a force to be reckoned with. We're talking about a creature that can take down a full-grown bull and devour it whole. Yeah, you heard me right. But that's not even the scariest part. This creature, when it slinks into towns, goes after stray dogs. It attacks them, leaving them injured or, in some cases, lifeless. It's like a nightmare come to life. Now, let's talk about its legs, creepy as can be. The hind legs resemble something almost human, but with dog-like features. And the front legs? Well, they're just hanging there, suspended in the air. Strange, huh? While there are accounts that prove this thing is real, a part of me wants to believe it's not. It feels like it might all be made up, and the creature we are seeing is nothing but CGI. But perhaps that's just me being a skeptic. What do you think? Prepare to be astounded by the next footage. A family embarked on a tranquil hike in the woods, seeking the beauty of nature. Their trip is, however, interrupted when they stumble upon something profoundly strange. Captivated, they grab their cameras, and the footage is what you see unfolding before your very eyes. Amidst the towering trees, a figure of astonishing peculiarity takes shape. It manifests and then retreats, seemingly merging with the verdant tapestry of the forest. This disappearance is but for a short moment, as it reappears a moment later, stepping boldly into view before vanishing into the heart of the woods. Were you able to catch a glimpse of it before its disappearance? What does it remind you of? Upon closer examination of the footage, you'll notice that this creature is bipedal despite its ape-like build and fur. It starts off with the gorilla walk, then leaps, and then jumps. There are no apes that can do that, right? If that's no ape, then what creature could it be? The answer is pretty simple, really. It's the legendary Bigfoot. But in Russia, is there anyone with any experience or stories of these magnificent cryptids in Russia? If there is, please enlighten us, as we'd love to know. This next footage presents us with an eerie and enigmatic discovery deep within the woods, a structure that defies conventional explanation. The assortment of sticks and twigs, intricately tied together, forms a peculiar shrine or grave site that suggests a level of craftsmanship and purpose beyond typical human activity. One striking detail that cannot be overlooked is the sheer size and weight of the logs used in constructing this enigmatic formation. It becomes evident that this endeavor likely required a great deal of strength, making it improbable for the work of an ordinary human. The presence of bones and animal fur, meticulously arranged and intertwined, adds a layer of mystique to this already baffling discovery. Could this be the handiwork of the elusive Bigfoot, a creature often associated with the depths of the wilderness? Is it a form of communication, a ritualistic site, or even a burial ground for some unknown entity? The questions raised by this footage only deepen the intrigue surrounding the mysteries of the forest. As with many discoveries of this nature, we're left to ponder the origins and purpose of this structure, adding another chapter to the ever-evolving story of unexplained phenomena in the natural world. Next, we have this Trailcam capture that we aren't quite sure what it could be. As I mentioned earlier, there are creatures that do not seem to belong to our world, and this particular image is a perfect example. The sight of the creature in the image should give you chills. The creature in question has dark fur and hind legs, reminiscent of a quadrupedal animal. The creature is standing on its hind legs and looks hunched. It doesn't seem to have a neck, making it look like the head is attached to the shoulders. The head has a strange and indescribable shape, and its eyes are oval-shaped and completely white, lacking any discernible irises or pupils. It looks like something straight out of a horror movie, or perhaps even an alien. While I wish I could dismiss it as a person in a costume or a product of photo editing, what I'm seeing appears disturbingly real. This leaves us with many questions. What is this creature? Where did it come from? Are the inhabitants who live near where this was filmed safe? So many questions. But hey, I'm dying to know what you make of all this. What's your take on this spine-chilling creature captured on that trail cam? Next, we have this eerie footage captured at a playground in England during the night. And perched atop the slide, we see a mysterious creature. It's as pale as a ghost with eyes that glow with an otherworldly light. But as soon as it spots the intruder, it swiftly leaps into the shadows, disappearing without a trace. The only remnants of its presence are the haunting sound of the swing swaying back and forth. Now, people who have seen this footage claim that the creature in question is none other than a rake. But what exactly is a rake? Well, rakes are paranormal beings known for their ghostly pale appearance and piercing glowing eyes. They bear a resemblance to humans but crawl on all fours, giving them an unsettling, inhumane presence. But that's not all. Imagine a mouth filled with razor-sharp teeth and claws that can send shivers down your spine. These creatures are said to lurk in the darkest corners, creeping into the windows of unsuspecting sleepers, their sole purpose to strike fear into the hearts of their victims. So the burning question remains, do you believe that the creature captured in the footage is a rake? Are we witnessing a true encounter with this paranormal entity, or could there be another explanation lurking in the shadows? Share your thoughts, your fears, and let's delve into the realm of the unknown together. In a forest in the United States, the camera captures numerous tree outlines as it glides over the area. A mysterious creature is, however, seen in motion on the trail. This shouldn't be a big deal, but that's until you notice the running pattern of the creature caught on camera. From the capture, we can tell you that it's an animal, or at least a beast of some kind, but it runs on 2 feet like a human would. The humanoid figure somehow resembles an ape-like creature, possibly from the gorilla family. Its running pattern is what makes it distinct from a gorilla despite its large belly. This can only be one thing, and I'm sure we are thinking the same: Bigfoot. This Trailcam capture indeed presents a rare and fascinating spectacle, one that has stirred the curiosity of both enthusiasts and skeptics alike. Most Bigfoot encounters and footage feature solitary individuals, making this sighting all the more intriguing. In this remarkable image, we are presented with not one, but 2 enigmatic creatures standing in what appears to be a unique interaction. The creature on the right, shrouded in dark fur, stands tall, its height almost mirroring that of the surrounding trees. In contrast, the figure on the left assumes a distinctive posture, seemingly in a kneeling or crouching position, and features a distinctive brown fur. The nature of the exchange between these 2 beings remains an enigma, one that sparks the imagination and invites a multitude of interpretations. Are they engaged in some form of communication or ritual? Are they observing something in the distance, or is this a chance encounter in the depths of the wilderness? This capture, with its unique portrayal of 2 potential Bigfoot individuals, adds another layer to the ongoing quest to unravel the secrets of these elusive creatures. Hold on tight, my friends, because we're about to delve into another spine-chilling encounter. This time, we find ourselves in Catalonia, Spain, with a camera capturing a sight in the depths of the woods. And as luck would have it, there are rangers present documenting this hair-raising encounter. So let's set the scene. The camera captures the presence of a creature rumored to be another cryptid lurking in the shadows. As is often the case, the rangers find themselves face to face with the unknown, ready to uncover the truth. The footage reveals a creature with a ghostly pale appearance, sending chills down your spine. Its eyes emit an ethereal glow, captivating yet unnerving. But that's not all. This creature possesses a shockingly emaciated body, moving with astonishing speed on all fours. It's a sight that'll make your heart skip a beat. Suddenly, the creature turns around, fixing its gaze directly on the rangers. Imagine the terror that courses through their veins at that very moment. Panic sets in as they frantically run and scream, unable to shake off the tension caused by the creature's abrupt movement. It's a situation that doesn't bode well for the rangers filming this eerie footage in the depths of the woods, especially at such a bewitching hour. Now, these questions linger in the air. What is this cryptid creature after? Could it be a fallen celestial being, or a creature from another realm, or perhaps it's just a cleverly orchestrated hoax? We can't say for sure, but what do you think? Let's dive into the intriguing world of perception and speculation, where a single image can ignite the imagination and spark a whirlwind of theories. In this captivating photograph captured by a wildlife photographer, we're presented with an image that has sent the paranormal community into a frenzy of speculation and conjecture. As we examine the image closely, we begin to unravel the truth behind the enigmatic creature in question. What may have initially appeared to be a cryptid or a shape-shifting being, upon further inspection reveals itself to be something far more commonplace, a hairless, rare end of a mouse. It's fascinating how our perceptions can play tricks on us, leading to imaginative interpretations and theories. The initial excitement and inclination towards extraordinary explanations can often lead us astray. However, when we take a step back and truly examine the details, we realize that sometimes the simplest explanation is the correct one. In this case, the image showcases a harmless earthly creature with its head bent into the grass, likely engaged in its natural behavior of grazing. It serves as a reminder that not every unusual sight is a supernatural phenomenon or a creature that defies explanation. Don't get me wrong, there are some really terrifying creatures out there that don't belong here, but this is not one of them. Take a look. Does this not scare you? I'm used to seeing cute and fluffy rabbits, but these creatures, although resembling rabbits, don't look like the furry, cute bunnies we're used to. Despite having heads resembling that of a rabbit or hare, they have bodies that are human-like and even dressed to look the part. Their clothes are thick and heavy, which might suggest they live in a cold region. If you pay attention to the hands of the creature, you'll realize that the right one looks like a prosthetic arm, albeit one made of wood or branches, something along the lines of a makeshift, which will leave you wondering what happened to it. Looking at the way the second creature, or humanoid rabbit, follows the one in front, you don't have to be a genius to deduce that there are certainly more of these creatures in this location. I would have called them alien, but their clothes look rather native, which will suggest they have lived in that region for a while. We hadn't heard of creatures like this, and we're naturally curious about it. The image was sent in by a subscriber of the channel, and we decided to ask her where the footage was taken. She has, however, refused to disclose the location where this image was taken. According to her, her family has known about the existence of these humanoid rabbits for years and kept it a secret. It's a tradition she too wants to keep up. She only thought she'd share the image so you and I could appreciate some of the mysteries that roam our planet. And you have to agree, this is indeed strange, is it not? Is there anyone among you who's ever had a close encounter with any of these creatures? If you have, please share your experience in the comments section, as we'd really love to hear about it. The depths of our world's wilderness certainly holds their mysteries, as evident by this Trailcam capture. It's a haunting reminder of how much we still don't understand about the woods we often consider familiar. In this image, we see a figure that defies easy explanation. The person, or whatever it may be, is striking in its eerie appearance. The stark contrast between the extremely pale skin and those unnaturally dark eyes is enough to make anyone shudder. The long jet-black hair and the oversized dress only add to the enigma. But what's truly unsettling is the posture of this figure. It appears almost lifeless, as if it exists in a state between the living and the undead. The icy gaze directed at the camera sends a chill down the spine, leaving us with more questions than answers. Who is this mysterious being, and what could explain its presence in the heart of the woods? It's a puzzle that may never be fully solved. In the realm of the untamed, where the wild and the unknown collide, encounters with majestic creatures hold an air of mystery. Imagine finding yourself in the presence of a wolf, the embodiment of nature's untamed spirit. In such moments, instinct kicks in, and we seek refuge in hiding, silently hoping to remain unseen by these enigmatic beings. But what if, against all odds, the unexpected occurs? In this mesmerizing video, we bear witness to a wolf's leisurely stroll through its domain, seemingly lost in its own world. Unbeknownst to the wolf, a lady stands silently, observing its every move. It's as if an unseen connection sparks between them, an unspoken exchange in the depths of the wild. Then the lady breaks the silence, uttering a few words. The wolf, caught off guard, startles and swiftly retreats from the encounter. A brief moment of connection and tension, leaving us with more questions than answers. What secrets lie within the depths of the wolf's mind? What drew its attention to the lady's voice, piercing through the wild like a whispered enchantment? In the dance between predator and observer, there are subtleties at play. The lady's choice of clothing, blending seamlessly with the natural hues of her surroundings, granted her temporarily invisible to the eyes of the wolf. And the wind, carrying her scent away, veiled her presence, preventing detection. A threatened or nervous wolf may unleash its voice upon the air, barking and howling to assert its presence and protect its territory. And when faced with human intrusion, the wolf may cautiously monitor their every move, observing from a safe distance until they are no longer a threat. To gain the attention of a wolf in its domain, a wave or deliberate action may catch its discerning gaze. This will prevent it from being suddenly startled and prevent any unpredictable behavior. As magnificent as these creatures are, if you ever met one in the wild, remember they are no house dog and respect their boundaries. Alright folks, get ready for another mystery that'll leave you scratching your heads. We've got some intriguing footage capturing a furry creature standing in a field. Now, this one is a tough nut to crack. Let's dive in and see if we can unravel the enigma. At first glance, it's challenging to determine what creature we're dealing with here. Some folks suggest it might be a dog, but there's something that just doesn't quite add up for me. Identifying this elusive creature becomes even trickier due to its uncertain position. Is it on all fours or is it lying down? It's like a game of hide and seek, making it hard to discern the head or limbs. But from what I can gather, I have a different theory. To me, it appears more akin to an ape. There's a certain posture and stance that evoke images of our primate cousins. However, the final verdict is up to you. So let's hear it from all of you. Take a good look at the picture and share your thoughts in the comments section below. What do you see in this mysterious image? Is it a dog, an ape, or perhaps something entirely different? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section. Still on strange and mysterious animal captures, picture this. A serene, snow-covered landscape, a man and his faithful dog on a tranquil hike. It sounds like the perfect winter outing until an unexpected turn of events shatters the peace. As they ventured through the snow, the man's dog, typically lively and carefree, suddenly dashed ahead, only to return moments later trembling with fear. This unusual behavior prompted the man to grab his phone and start recording, and what he captured was truly spine-chilling. In the footage, a dark, towering figure was seen moving silently among the snow-clad trees. It was a moment that sent shivers down the hiker's spine, compelling him to cut his hike short and hasten back to the safety of his home. But here's where the story takes a truly unsettling turn. Upon returning home, he realized that the ominous figure from the woods seemed to have followed him. It was lurking outside his house like a shadowy specter, refusing to let go. The question that lingers is, what could this mysterious presence be? Was it the elusive Bigfoot, a spectral Slender Man, or perhaps something even more sinister and unexplainable? Share your thoughts. This nosy situation was captured on a Trailcam, offering a glimpse into the captivating world of wildlife. Here, in this snapshot, we see a black nose framed by dark fur, a sight that immediately piques our curiosity. The possibilities seem as endless as the wilderness itself. Could it be a mischievous monkey, or, for those who entertain the mysteries of the paranormal, the ever-elusive Bigfoot? However, as our investigation and scrutiny would reveal, the answer turns out to be both simpler and utterly endearing. This inquisitive visitor, it turns out, is none other than one of the monkey species native to the area the trail camera that captured it was set up. It turns out that the creature was driven by an insatiable curiosity to investigate the odd-looking object in its surroundings. It employs all senses, including its keen sense of smell, in a bid to understand the situation. In a twist of fate that could only be described as comically charming, its twitching nose, poised for investigation, aligned perfectly with the camera's lens at just the right moment. The result, an image that serves as a delightful bridge between the natural world and our technological incursions into it, capturing a moment of whimsy, charm, and the unexpected in the wild. One question, though. What monkey species do you think that is? Tell us in the comments section. Amid the secluded corners of a remote locale, our attention is captivated by the presence of a peculiar creature, moving with an air of mystery and intrigue. It's through the lens of a phone and a trail cam that this footage was captured, revealing a creature that has come to be known colloquially as the Black Panther. Its massive form bears a resemblance to the renowned Texas black cat, lending it this casual moniker. Yet despite the numerous theories circulating in the wake of this sighting, the true identity of this enigmatic creature has proven elusive. In the photos displayed across the vast expanse of the internet, one thing is crystal clear. The creature in question undeniably possesses the traits of a black panther. With its sleek, ebony coat and graceful gait on all fours, it undeniably shares striking similarities with its feline counterparts, particularly the majestic panther. Experts on knowledgeable minds post a different perspective, proposing that this creature is, in fact, a jacarandi, a species predominantly found in the realms of northern Mexico, Central, and South America. These elusive creatures carve their habitat across a diverse region of landscape, from near-desert thorn scrubs to sprawling savannas, and from dry woodlands to the depths of primary and secondary rainforests. Though they may be somewhat uncommon in grasslands lacking dense scrub or dense forests, their adaptability knows few bounds. Given the fact that these sightings were made not far from their habitats, we have to go with the experts here. For our next footage, you might want to get ready for a spine-chilling encounter caught on camera. In this eerie footage captured on Vancouver Island during the Halloween season, we're presented with a mysterious phenomenon that defies explanation. A strange and ethereal smoke that materializes seemingly out of nowhere and dissipates into thin air. As we focus our attention on the screen, it becomes evident that the origin of this enigmatic smoke is shrouded in uncertainty. It defies the characteristics of normal fog or smoke from a conventional fire, leaving experts puzzled and searching for answers. The question remains, what could possibly be behind this baffling occurrence? Enter the realm of the supernatural as paranormal enthusiasts and believers in the occult came forward with their theories. Given the timing of the footage during the Halloween season, some suggest that this mysterious smoke could be a manifestation of a supernatural phenomenon. According to folklore, Halloween is a time when the boundaries between our world and the spirit realm blur, allowing creatures from the underworld to venture into our realm. While skepticism may prevail, the appearance of this peculiar smoke during this mystical time of the year certainly raises intriguing possibilities. What do you think, though? Could this be an elaborate hoax, or did we just witness the manifestation of a dark spirit on camera? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section. It's been a while, but we got bonus footage for you today, and you know what that means, right? You have the opportunity to identify the animal responsible for the sound you hear for fame and glory. Do you you hear that sound? What creature do you think is responsible for it? Can you tell? If you can, your task is simple. Name the exact species that it is and add a rare fact. If you're able to do so, your name shall be immortalized among the few names of individuals on this channel who've succeeded in doing so. Start with bonus footage when you answer in the comments section so we easily identify it. The most accurate description with the rarest fact will win a feature in our next video. All the best. This capture showcases numerous trees scattered throughout the woods with a firelit torch stick emerging to the left, nestling between a real tree and its additional trunk. The limited illumination is soon overshadowed by a larger light source, revealing the expansive terrain before us and asserting its presence. Naturally, this second light causes the eyes of the nocturnals to glow in the dark. If you know anything about nocturnals, you know this is a normal trait, but you've got to ask, what's this second source of light that dominantly glows over these animals? We've known about orbs and what they represent, but this? What could it mean? If you have any answers, please don't hesitate to share. A dog owner went into the bathroom and this happened. Yep, that's the dog sticking its tongue under the door. Dogs can be really silly sometimes, and this just shows how attached it is to its owner. Dogs are known for their strong attachment to their owners and their desire to be close to them at all times. Some experts think this behavior could be a manifestation of separation anxiety. Others think it's simply a sign of the dog's curiosity and desire for attention. Dogs often use their sense of smell and taste to explore their environment, and sticking its tongue under the door might be the dog's way of trying to connect with its owner, even when separated by a closed door. Do you have a dog? Has your dog ever done this? Let us know in the comments section. All too soon, we've come to the end of today's episode. Thanks for staying with us. Before you go, are there clips and videos you think we should have featured by now that we haven't? Well, the good news is you can share them with us and we'll post them crediting you. Please send any such footage, including ones you recorded yourself, to us via classifiedcaptures@gmail.com. We'll do our thing and include it in our next episode. We can't wait to receive what you have. Share this video with someone you love, and I'll see you in the next one.